Yeah, for everybody who's checking it out, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Just give us 1 second. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure you get the full experience. And, back in the days, the DJ was the man, and then everybody else kind of worked around it. So we definitely don't want to get started without our DJ. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all get y'all's music fix. I know y'all missed them. I know y'all missed them last week. You know what I mean? So yeah, just give us 1 second, man. And we're gonna get it popping for y'all.
Hello, good night, everyone. How's everybody doing? Just bear with us for a few minutes. We're just getting everything fixed on our end.
Yeah, but we didn't plug you in.
Just give us a few minutes. We'll definitely have everybody up and
That
running.
means nobody heard that shit.
Yeah, nobody did it.
Yeah, nobody heard your intro.
Yeah. Just give, just give us a moment. We'll be up and running. All right. Thank you for just bearing with us.
Good evening and welcome to episode number 37 of the No Filter podcast. To my right, I got my number one.
What's going on, aka Mr. Waistline? How's everybody doing tonight? Good night. Good night.
He said, AKA Mr. Waistline. AKA usually follows like, hey, A1, AKA Mr. Waistline. All y'all need to know is about how that waistline moves. Right?
Yeah. Gotta start stretching out. Carnival season's coming up.
In that case, I'm AKA Mr. No Filter. We got DJ Geronimo back in the motherfucking building. I'm so goddamn happy. Hey, DJ Geronimo, I learned last week that if there's one thing I am not, is a DJ.
Yes.
We played music, but I am not a DJ.
Yeah, that was definitely interesting week.
Yeah, right now we in the Junction, man, 2141 West Colonial. We got a couple people hanging out. You know what I'm saying? Having a few drinks and then eating some food at the bar.
Yeah, if you don't know, what's going on Friday? I heard that they got a live band going on.
We do. I, honestly, nobody's told me the name of the band. I just know that I come in here and I listen to them and I forget about what's going on the outside for a little while.
Yeah.
You know the name of the band?
No, we got to find out. Mix Up.
Oh, it's the Mix Up band.
Mix Up. If you guys haven't heard, they were actually at what they had Sunday Fun, Rum Punch and Brunch.
No, I've seen them on Friday nights.
Yeah, it was a couple of months ago.
They did the second. They did the second Rum Punch and Brunch.
Yeah, so there was half DJ, half live music.
And they also, if I'm not mistaken, they rocked for Lulu's birthday that night as well.
Nice.
They were Lulu's birthday. They got down.
Yeah, so if you guys haven't heard them play, come out this Friday. Junks will definitely be live and popping.
Hold on, Mr. Mix Up. How much to come inside there for that tomorrow night?
$10 a piece.
All Mr. Mix-Up says $10. You know you just got a new nickname, right? He said it's $10 to get in, man. Come check him out. I had a good time.
Yeah, it's always good. I mean, they got some great voices. The music diversity is definitely on point.
Yo, DJ Jonah,
And
put up that song.
No, do it all night, brother.
yeah, so if you guys haven't heard a live band, definitely want to have good vibes. Come out and support.
If you haven't heard a live band, come out from under the rock you fucking sleeping in, all right? Yo, we here, man. We on YouTube, as y'all can see, man. Spread the word like you spread them legs, you know what I'm saying? Let everybody know where the fuck we at, you know what I'm saying?
Man, yeah.
Holla at us, ain't nothing changed.
Definitely hit the like button if you like what you see. Tell a friend of a friend. We definitely like the support.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Definitely. So before we begin, I mean, how was your week?
I can honestly say that I feel like the DJ this week. My week was like every other week. It was the same shit. Got up, went to work, same shit.
Yeah. I mean,
Mhm.
anything interesting or just kind of just basic?
Nah, I was just focused. I been focused on me lately a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
What about you?
I mean, besides looking for land, we're looking for land right now, me and my fiance. So we've kind of narrowed it down to 2 locations. It's just a matter of just kind of junking a pole because I like one lot, she likes the other, so we got to go into negotiation phase right now. Besides that, I mean, had some issues with the truck. Everybody knows that I got that truck, so I took it to the dealership. They put in a new transmission in. So if you don't have a warranty and you buy a vehicle through a dealership, make sure you invest into the warranty because there's nothing like paying for something and then paying it off, and next thing you know, you get stuck with a big bill. So invest into that. That's the best advice I can give.
What are you talking about? Guns?
No, that's
Your kids?
No.
What are we investing in?
Second babies, which is the vehicles. The thing that makes you money to be able to have kids and to be able to buy guns. That's really where it comes down to.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Keep talking to the people while I take care of this real quick.
Yeah, no problem. Hey, matter of fact, isn't it your sister's birthday today?
It is. I don't know if she's listening. She hopes she's listening. But yeah, my little sister. This is my the twin I don't have. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Taj and Natasha, you know what I'm saying?
Happy birthday, sweetie.
She's definitely the older one. Okay, she's really not, but you know
She
what I'm
acts
saying?
older.
No, she's just more responsible.
Oh, there you go. But hey, sweetie, happy birthday, many more. We are definitely trying to come up to Georgia one day. So I know Taj and I are looking at dates. So we'll definitely keep you guys posted. Besides that, I mean, carnival season is in full effect. Trinidad and Dominica are officially over. So I'm glad to not have to watch the videos and get tagged because I was about to delete my Facebook account because it was definitely depressing. How about yourself?
It didn't bother me. Like it bothered me, but Trinidad didn't bother me.
Okay.
Watching Dominica bothered me a little bit, but then at the same time, I see a lot of people that I know, and I like to see my people have a good time.
Of course.
And not being funny, and not trying to make it a competition, but like they don't understand. Dominica's carnival is it's on another level. You know what I mean? A whole nother level. So
Yeah.
and I know that one of the reasons I didn't go this year is because we were getting this together.
Yeah, it was in a transitional phase.
So I'm cool with it because I do know that next year. I don't care if I got to start swimming in October. I'm going to Dominica for carnival.
Yeah.
Even if I don't come the fuck back, I'm going.
No, but if you haven't experienced Trinidad or Dominica, Dominica is more personal, it's intimate. When you're on the road, it's a big town that you just go around in a circle. Whereas Dominica is a big circle. You just go around the village. Trinidad, it is definitely a long road. So if you're not in condition for neither one of them, the one thing I like about Dominica is you can actually go in someone's house, fall asleep, and come back to carnival. No, you can.
You can.
Yeah.
We don't sleep in Dominica.
Everybody I know that take naps. So, but for Trinidad, they have a lunch break session where when you actually are in the carnival on the road, they have a lunch break, which they usually break for about an hour or two. And then people take naps, they eat, they get the massages, makeup get redone. DJ Geronimo, what's your intake on this? Yeah. Carnival season. We just talked about.
Put the headphones back. He was talking about carnival and watching videos and missing it and
I don't care about
and
that.
he was also talking
I
about
don't party so
yeah,
much. It don't make no
exactly.
difference to me.
He was also talking about how people need to make sure they condition for carnival because most people not really ready for But it's seafood, you know.
That's your choice. If you feel like if you ain't prepare yourself for what you're getting into, then you'll be on the side of the road. One of
Yeah.
those people we make fun of.
And now that you're here, man, where the fuck you been?
I was in St. Croix for a little bit.
How was it? Shelly Ann, right? Birthday?
Yeah.
Happy birthday, sweetie. Happy belated birthday, excuse me.
I was a little more jealous about that. That looked like y'all was having a fucking good time.
Nah, it was a good time. Anytime we get together, we have a good time, man. It's always a good time. So, Shelly, once again, happy birthday. And I was glad I was there to be a part of that. It was really good.
How many
Really
days
nice.
were you guys out there for?
I think it was like 5 days, 4 or 5 days.
Okay.
Actually, 5 days, yeah.
Got you,
So-
got you. We saw the photos of you guys on the beach and whatnot, and
Yeah, beautiful island, man. If you ever get a chance, check it out.
I used to go St. Croix a lot, you know, when I was young.
Yeah.
Easter time, and then go and sit on the beach and watch them whale jump over by Buck Island and so.
Yeah.
so for people that haven't been to St. Croix, what part of the island would you recommend to start off with and or eventually end to?
Well,
You
that's
see,
a
I
tough
laugh.
one. That's a tough one because the whole island's beautiful, right? So it all depends on what you want to see. There's a lot of historic landmarks on both east and west sides of the island.
Okay.
The tourist ships, they come in what's called Frederickstead, which is the west side of the
West
island.
side.
There's a lot of beautiful structures out there, a lot of beautiful beaches out there,
Okay.
and more than anything that I've seen when I went back this time, that there is a lot of places to go drink.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It seemed like always in the islands there's a lot of places to
Well,
drink.
you say we go down one time, we try and reach every spot. One drink in each spot.
Yeah. Well,
So do you feel like every time you go back, do you feel like there's more spots that are coming out because people are now venturing off over there more, or you kind of feel like just locals are just investing more into the island?
a little bit of both. People are definitely investing. As you know, like a while back they got hit by a hurricane, so they're still in recovery mode.
Okay.
But it's coming along and it's looking good. Um, give it time and everything will be back to normal, like what it was. But like I said, it's just something you just have to go there and experience, man.
Yeah, we were supposed to actually have been there this year, so
Yeah.
things changed. But we'll definitely be out there to visit St. Croix one day.
If you love beaches, man, that's the place to be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'ma keep
the
it a
water
buck.
is beautiful.
I've never had the urge to go St. Croix for Carnival. I like St. Croix. I go visit, hang out, and so I've never even thought about going to. It's been around like y'all. Everybody saying they want to go. I've never felt the urge to go. What is St. Croix Carnival like in
Well,
comparison to Dominica and say Trinidad or any others you've been to?
honestly, I haven't been there lately
Okay.
for what it is now. But from what I understand and what people tell me, it's a drastic improvement from what it used to be.
How was it before?
Well, I mean, it was not regardless of what, it was fun for us.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But
Always.
that's for the local people.
Okay.
For people that go to like Trinidad and Dominica and all these other places, Grenada, we have like
More
a much
structure.
bigger, more structure. Exactly. It would be a little different, but now they're kind of going to these other places and picking up things and learning how
Gotcha. So they're
things
bringing
are
back their
done,
experience.
and they're adapting.
That's what's
And
up.
It's getting better from what I understand.
I think it's cool that I mean, and everybody can say what the fuck they want, but me being a Dominican, I felt it before, where the small island is really turning to all islands, like islands that didn't
Yeah.
necessarily get that credit.
Yeah.
Like before St. Croix and like these islands, St. Lucia, Dominica was never in that position.
I think it has a lot to do with just the artists getting the attention, because if you think about it, promotion, or at least the promoters had a lot to do with getting these small islands. We call it small islands, but when we say small islands, it's comparison like the big islands. The islands that are huge, that has that attention. So I feel like they've had strong vibes. It's just people are now wanting to experience that. That's really where it comes down, because Uber, still certain boat rides that are exposing these artists. So we're like, oh, where are you from? And maybe I should go experience that vibe.
Absolutely.
That's how I feel. I mean, I've been blessed. My fiance's from St. Lucia. I got my family from Dominica, Grenada. all the islands. So because we're so close, we support each other and go to each other's islands. So we get to have that personal experience. But if you're not from that group or you don't have that settings, you won't hear that because you're not mixed up with that group that will allow you to be exposed.
Right. Well, and I definitely think that the artists from all the different islands um, are producing music now that they're putting out on a national scale
Of course.
versus before where they all keep it
Local.
Well,
local.
Yeah.
I
Which
think
changes things.
I think that people have become more accepting of other islands' music before, in terms of what was labeled like soca.
Mhm.
There was a time when you would not hear, like, people did not know of an artist out of St. Lucia.
Of course. I get what you're saying.
That's
Yeah.
a fact. Like, if you're into the music, you knew,
Yeah.
but just overall, like, if you were from the Caribbean, you went out to party and stuff.
Yeah.
You went out thinking and we can go all the way back to Tiny Winey in those days. Everything was more geared towards Trinidad and so on. But right now, while they are making better music, people have been making good music for a long time.
Absolutely.
But I think the fact that people are more receptive, I got opened to a lot of Grenada's music,
Of
and
course.
I am a big fan of Grenada. If you had to ask me about who were my two favorite is St. Lucia,
Yeah,
Grenada,
man, they've been holding it down.
and you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
Vinci, and then I'm a Dominican, so that goes without saying. But I think that people have been more receptive to listening to other islands' music.
Yeah.
The good music been, you look at Dominica, right, and I can speak. Balance Bati is a song that came out
Long time.
2013.
Yeah, it's been out for many
So,
years.
you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is,
Just
2000.
now getting attention.
And people, 2 years ago, it got traction. So I think people are more receptive to
Yeah.
the music now.
I mean,
Sorry, go ahead.
no, even with St. Lucia, I mean, I know when we go, so they speak Creole. So a lot of you that don't speak Creole, you have to know the music. So with that, before I would go, I actually have to learn the music so I know exactly what's going on. Whereas a lot of islands, they have their local music. So if you're not tuned in, you're just gonna go there and not know what the heck's going on, So
Right.
it's also educating yourself about the different islands. I think a lot of people don't know what and who is, what's hot.
Well,
I don't think that matters.
I'm just saying for me, I'm personal experience.
what I think is actually crucial and probably one of the most important things is for the artists, the producers and promoters to get the music off the island.
Correct. That's
So-
a big
Right.
Because
statement.
at the end of the day, it's the DJs that put the music
Yeah,
out,
that's correct.
right? And if you only got your local DJs playing your music will stay local.
It's only gonna go so far.
Yep.
Which is why like Uber Soca made such a big impact on
The United
on
Islands.
certain islands,
Yeah.
not the small island. I mean, what they call small island has
Yeah.
already been impacting the soca world. But listen to me, I'm telling you, nobody knew about Big Jam. Nobody
Yeah,
knew
man.
about Kylo until that boat ride.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what
Except for the locals.
Well, let me tell you where I'm jumping. And you said they need to get the music out there. There's a lot of places, and I can tell you, I can speak for Dominica, where there are people in the music industry who are influential,
Mm.
who can go and like the people need somebody to send it to.
Right.
When you can identify who is this influential person and get your music to them, then you get the opportunity of your music getting played. But in the past,
Mhm.
I can tell you, like, for Dominica, that opportunity wasn't necessarily there. Sending the music is like, who do you send it to? Okay, well, Private Ryan is not necessarily gonna just accept. I'm just giving an
Yeah,
example.
yeah, I
right?
get what you're
He's
saying.
not gonna just grab Dominica music and play it, because these guys are looking for what's hot, what do people know, what are people gonna listen
Yeah.
to.
Right,
So I think
agree.
that made
It's a lot of politics with that also.
there is a lot of politics, but at the end of the day, I just think that with skipping the politics, I just think that people were literally more receptive to more things.
Yeah. No, I definitely
People
get.
opened up more. I think Uber was a big deal because the people who did not know got an opportunity there. But what made the people in Uber? What made them decide to bring on Asa Banton, to bring on Skinny Fiber? I think that made the difference by opening the doors for other islands that normally didn't have that opportunity.
Well, the thing about it is, I mean, we're not going to stick on that particular boat ride, but the reason why that was such an impact is because a lot of people don't get a chance to go to different islands. So by bringing each person from different islands onto one platform, they were able to get a mixture of all islands at one shot.
See, you misunderstand. I'm not disagreeing with that. What I'm saying is that how do they even get to the boat ride? So somebody had to open and say, yeah, Kylo, that music, that big tune. Let me make sure. Yeah, Asa Banton. Asa Banton was a in the first 2-3 years of Uber. Am I lying? From what I've heard, I haven't been. Asa Banton was killing that.
He
Asa
still
Banton
is, yeah.
almost made himself
He still
more
is,
known by
yeah.
doing it. But what I'm saying is that nobody was listening. Like nobody, Dominic, all that music is there. There's a song this year right now called Conch Shell. Conch Shell is a song I was listening to in Dominica when I was a kid going down.
Well,
You see what I'm saying?
to get
But-
the exposure is politics. But go ahead.
Check this out though, right? You got Asa Banton, you got a few of the
Elites.
no, not elites, the artists from the so-called small islands,
yeah.
right? But they weren't initially on the boat.
No, they weren't.
You know what
The
I'm
first
saying?
year, right?
The first year, right?
Okay, yeah.
They weren't initially on that boat. The thing about it is the music that got them on their music is what got them on the boat.
Got you.
The response and the reactions of the DJs playing the music on the boat is what, you know what I mean?
You know who was a big advocate of that? Lips International. You had DJ Avalanche, like
Right.
DJ Kareem. You know, you had these DJs were pushing those artists.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But they understand the politics of it. So how they got exposed, just like Geronimo said, they were pushing that music. through the
Actually,
DJs.
I'd like to give shout out to DJ Steven
Okay.
for
Yeah.
International,
Yeah.
because he was the one DJ on the first boat that played VI music because he saw so many VI people on that
Smart
boat,
move.
and that shit took off.
Yeah.
From there.
You got to understand the crowd.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you know,
That's when Avalanche and all the rest of them started coming, because he's seeing who's coming out,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
and he's bringing their people to
Yeah.
it.
I mean, anybody that goes to an event, they want to hear their music. So it's just if you're a DJ that understands the crowd, just like yourself, you'll know the type of music to bring. That's why you play for us, so you understand the music that we want to hear. Just like any DJ that has that understanding of the crowd, they're gonna move according to what their environment is.
Well, and like Shaw said, social media is making a big difference.
Of course.
Absolutely,
of course.
absolutely. Can't leave that out.
Of course. So
So are you getting some fuckeries now?
of course we've come this far, so why not? So drum rolls.
Yeah, the drum. There's a kind of a Well, let's just go to the first part.
Okay.
Is it okay to call another man or woman for help when you are in a relationship? And when I say help, I mean like borrow money, get help moving, look out for you when you're sick, things of that nature.
DJ Geronimo.
I don't see anything wrong.
You have a
with it.
problem?
No.
I don't see anything. I mean, you had a friend before you met me, and depends on how the friendship is. I think it's just how your partner makes you feel comfortable, and vice versa. So, I mean, if you're not able to provide for them, when I say provide, like
No, see, that's another level.
So you said for money, right?
No, I gave you different examples.
Whatever.
What I'm saying is not about providing. What I said is just calling like a friend, like calling somebody for help.
Yeah, I mean, I've had a good friend of mine's reach out to me, and I do bring it to my fiance's attention just out of respect. Say, hey, yo, this is what's going on. This is what I plan on doing. You cool with it? Just out of respect for it. And depending on what she says, most of the time she's very supportive. So
Understand the question again.
okay, so am I missing it?
No, I just want to make sure you understand. This is
Yeah.
a person who reached out, told you they would help you.
Oh, it would help me.
That's what you just said. You just said this
No,
person
somebody
reached out
to me because they needed help.
and they were in a relationship.
They are in a relationship, yeah.
Yeah, but all right. I want to know from your point of view, because that person called. You're a nice guy.
Yeah.
Anybody can call you and ask for help. You're gonna look out for them.
Mhm.
I watched you do some shit tonight. But listen, let me tell you what happened tonight, right? In the spirit of this conversation. We said, all right, give me 1 second. He spoke to somebody, went back and told him, go to the bar, order some wings and some fries to eat. So that's just what we should call you Mr. Nice Guy. Fuck that Mr. Wasteland. But so what I'm saying is it okay for another man or woman to help out your significant other. And
All right, so I misunderstood.
Yeah, I
right,
mean, yeah,
that's
so
but I read
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Is
So
it okay for another man or woman? Is it okay to call another man or woman for help when you are in a relationship? Like, is it okay for your woman to go call another dude,
so
or you to call another woman?
I get what you're saying. So, for example, because I'm so like I'm one of those people. If I don't know how to do something, I'm gonna learn. So there was a recent thing where we were dealing with 401k, and then my fiance reached out, pretty Lucian. Sorry about that. She reached out to Ricardo because he deals with he's a financial advisor, so she reached out to him for advice. Now, as far as like money and stuff like that is concerned, there should be no reason for her to reach out to anybody else. I mean, unless it's something that absolutely can't help her.
So then your answer is,
It depends on the circumstance.
dude, you just said she should. No, you can't tell me depend on circumstance.
I just
Let me
told.
let me finish what I'm saying. You can't say depend on circumstance, then say, but she shouldn't have to.
So if I don't know, or there's something that I'm not capable of doing, I don't have a problem with her reaching out. But
I give you examples like borrowing money, getting help to move,
no,
looking out for them when they're sick,
I
like
could
going
do
to pick up the
I could
prescription.
do all that. That's fine.
So then it's not cool.
I mean, like I said, if I'm there, if I'm in presence, like for example, like if I was back home in Hawaii, right, and my girl was sick, I would reach out to I would. There's certain people that she could reach out that I know that will look out for
You
her.
just said I would.
No, I
You
mean,
want me to answer this while you gather your thoughts?
yes, sir.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Huh?
Yeah.
Think about it. My answer is no.
Okay.
Right? And here's why. First of all, you shouldn't even be in a relationship if you can't
Come to your person,
be able to, if that person can't be able to come to you, right?
of course.
First thing, that's first and foremost. So let's say you ain't got it like that. The person that you with, they should be able to, they should be on a level where they're all right with where you're at and willing to go through it with you where you're at, right? And if not, and if they're not willing to, and they feel, and it's the even before you put yourself in a situation and you think to yourself that, if things happen,
Hmm.
will I have to rely on somebody? Then no, you're not ready yet,
Yeah,
right? It's called responsibility.
I agree.
You made my like. That's what I'm saying. It's like it's all cool until your girl calls somebody to pick up the prescription and some soup, and while you at it, warm it for me because I'm sick, because you're at work, or my question would be, why the fuck you calling somebody else
Yeah,
to begin with? And nobody asked that question. That's why I'm giving you the pressure,
I got you.
because it's like it's not a cut dry conversation. That shit is all good until you're in the situation. You're like, yo, hold on, why in the fuck?
Are you going outside the box?
Now, don't get me wrong. If my girl,
Mm.
and if I was in that situation, y'all know I say it all the time, single like a dollar bill. But if I was in a relationship, the woman I was with would also know who my close friends were.
Exactly.
She would know who Jerome is. She would know who A1
Yeah.
is. And if I was in Hawaii for a month,
Yeah.
it would be a matter of which one of us calling, like, hey, this is what we need. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's what I was trying to get at.
Yeah, but the question.
So the
And,
question.
and at that,
Mhm.
she's not calling you. I'm calling.
Exactly.
Well,
That's what I was
yeah,
gonna say.
Yeah, I agree.
That's why when he said that's why I wasn't knocking you, but I was
Yeah.
saying the point I was making was you said I would make the call.
And I would.
Exactly. So that means you're not. What you said was, yeah, I have no problem with it. But actually, there is something wrong with it because you know that it's your place to make the call
Exactly. Yeah.
to another
It
dude.
is-
not you.
yeah. I agree. So I'm with Geronimo. So I agree with you on that note.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I definitely agree with you.
Because I have a second part to that.
So
Yeah.
I think you kind of agree with the same thing.
Listen, I gotta keep it a buck. I don't play them fuck.
Mm.
If you need something, your first stop should be me.
Agree.
And if I cannot provide it, then we will discuss how we can get it.
Agree.
At any point that you're reaching out to somebody on your own, then, in my opinion, there's another conversation that only if your partner knows. It shouldn't be a bad thing because everyone has a bestie that you should be able to lean on. I agree,
Yeah.
Tammy. But the person said you should be asking your partner first, and that's what I'm
I
agreeing
agree.
with.
Yeah. You shouldn't go outside the box first.
And this goes back to almost what I think episode 3 for us.
Yeah.
And DJ Geronimo is the one who made this happen. A lot was communication.
He's always big on communication.
If you're communicating, then none of it's a secret. The whole point is when I'm asking this question, none of it should have been a secret. You understand what I'm saying? Like if your girl is asking, you should have already known.
What it
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Taj, I'm gonna call A1 to see if you can help me fix my car.
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, because you had to go to work tomorrow. Oh, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you know already,
Yeah.
and I mean, I'm not gonna say just just because you told me doesn't mean it makes things better. But if y'all have had a conversation, then it makes life a whole lot easier.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say I totally get where you guys are coming from.
Jerome, he has some shit to say.
No. Actually,
So on the second part of that, right?
All right.
Would you have a problem if your significant other had a person of the I'll just say a person. I can't even say opposite sex because of the way the world is right now.
Okay.
Shout out to Dwayne Wade's kid. Would you have a problem if your significant other had a person of the opposite sex that gave them money or gifts, but according to what they say, there's no sexual thing, nothing's going on. It's just that's what they do. Your girl goes out. I look at my DJ smiling. Your girl is chilling and she goes, "Wow, I saw this most amazing Michael Kors purse. I need to get it, but I can't buy it today. That shit costs $1,200." And some dude buys it for your girl as a friend. They say that nothing's going on. You're going by trust.
Yeah.
So here you go. Or they want to go to Miami Carnival. Or, boy, I want to go to Trinidad, but I can go, but I can't get the costume. And the motherfucker goes, "Hey, check your account. I just sent you the $1,100." But they're just cool.
Nah.
No sex.
I mean, go ahead. You answer this first.
she with the wrong guy.
Yeah. So you don't need to be with me.
No, but
you don't.
No. I disagree.
I think if you want to do all these things, right? And I mean.
So you don't look at different cars and say, "Boy, I'd really like to drive that," but you don't have it?
No,
not really.
I don't, because I'm not a materialistic person. That's the thing.
Material has not, dude. You love fucking motors. Anything with a motor on it, you like it. And you're not driving a fucking Bugatti, a McLaren. I'm just saying, you don't look at stuff. I'm not talking about lustfully willing to do anything crazy for it.
I don't, because I look at it like that stuff is just liquid cash.
So are you telling me that right now you're driving what you want?
No, because that's not even. I only did that because of my business.
I think the point he's trying to make is that you accept your situation for where you're at at the time, right?
Yeah.
I mean, everybody has a little ambition or wants.
I want a boat. So if you ask me, is the vehicle what I want? No, eventually I want a boat.
Okay, you want a boat.
Yeah.
And then you've done things in different industries. You know people.
Yeah.
And one of the people you know is like, "Hey, listen, I know you've always wanted a boat. Go down by Cape Canaveral. Go down by Port Canaveral. The one that says Mr. Waistline on the side, that's yours."
I don't know what to say, because I'm a funny person like that. Like it's hard for me to accept. I'll give the shirt off my back. But
it's already given. Like you can't. It's given. It's done. This is their gift to you.
I don't know. I can't answer that question because I would have to ask. I don't know. I can't answer the question.
Which is cool because the question's actually the other way around.
Yeah.
Is just a woman could look at a car and be like, man, that's what I'm trying to get. My life is great. I'm working towards this S-Class Benz.
Okay.
And she's talking to a good friend. You might even know the motherfucker. I'm just saying. And then she gets, "Hey, come outside. The key's in the door. I'll talk to you later."
I'd have to pay him a visit.
Yeah. No, I'm serious. I agree with Geronimo.
Sorry.
I don't know.
That's my laptop.
Yeah, I agree with Geronimo. So, I mean, if you got to talk to some, like, that stuff should be conversation that we have. You shouldn't be talking to somebody else about personal, like, stuff like that. Like, I mean, you could talk about a goals.
About a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but if that
if it's something that if you talk to somebody about something that you want and they choose to surprise you with it, um, I mean, there's nothing you can do about that, right?
No.
Hey Mel, what would you do? You don't have to come on camera. Just come talk.
So we have another lady in the house, Melly Mel. We haven't seen her in a while, so she's camera shy. So she's just gonna be on the mic tuning in.
Don't put it in the camera. I don't want because she'll hit me on the side. And I don't got room for that. In my life.
She's a CO. She'll body somebody. So just be careful. But I definitely agree with Geronimo. Definitely that's a conversation that you'd have to have with the dude.
First of all, I'll let her handle it first, and if she don't, then I will.
So would you stay with her if she gave you a valid reason? I mean,
I'll
what would
stay
be
with her
considered a valid
regardless.
reason?
I'll stay with her regardless because it's not in her control. Right?
Yeah, you can't control nobody else's actions.
But what takes place from there on out.
Hey,
let's see how that goes.
Okay.
Mel.
Yeah.
How would you deal with that? And I'm gonna say it because the first thing, and I realize everybody's saying like if it was happening to them, but your man, he wants a motorcycle, and his homegirl, you know her, she got his Jixer 1000 outside. You know what I'm saying? Matte black with the no filter logo on the side of that bitch.
You gotta entice it, right?
You know what I'm saying?
She looked like she about to body somebody. But
Talk about, hey, just looking out, love you guys, bye.
That's his responsibility to handle that.
But how would you feel?
How would you?
I would feel really uncomfortable because I could see doing, if a bill's behind or something like that,
Yeah.
somebody helping out, but just coming up with a gift of something only he wants, yeah, I feel some type of way.
So if they had bought something that both of you could use, it makes a difference.
Well,
Because it's something for that one person. That's where the problem is.
Well, remember she rides as well, so
It doesn't have. It's not about the ride. It's not about what. It's not about what the thing is. It's the fact that she said he gave something that only he wanted.
No, not necessarily. It's
Okay, so y'all are both trying to go on. Y'all, Carnival. Ouch. You're going to Carnival, right? And you've already made plans to go. Just give it an example. You're not from the Caribbean, but a trip. And the other, your man, he's just like, yeah, I'm gonna stay here, and
fall back.
I'm gonna watch the kids because one of the things we wanted to do is maybe fly my mother-in-law in to hold the kids down so that we can both go. But since we can, I want her to go have a good time.
I'm gonna stay back.
okay.
And homegirl goes, hey, here's your itinerary number. I already paid for your ticket for your mother-in-law to come watch the kids, so y'all can go.
That
Like a
is
keychain or
needed,
something.
especially if we got kids and
Yeah.
we're behind on the bills, and here this is for you guys just to help out a little bit. That's one thing, but to just come with something out of the blue and something as expensive as that, you
Now-
gotta handle that.
now
Or
what if-
I wouldn't do that?
Now, what if you got your stock model Jigsaw? It's beautiful, but the things you want to throw Yoshi.
That's
Access-
fine, right?
accessories.
Yeah, it's yours.
Accessories.
It's yours. You want to throw Yoshi pipes on it? You might want to stretch it out. And your homeboy Taj. Taj is like, yo, you know what? You my motherfucker. You my peoples. Here you go. Boom. And I give you the money. How do you deal with that with your significant other? Knowing I can fuck him up.
God.
Because I can't.
You say like that.
Nah,
It is what it is.
One way or the other, it's the same situation. It's my responsibility to have to deal with that situation if it occurs.
I got you. So how would you handle that
Thank
situation
you.
if you were in the situation?
I let you know, hey, I'm with somebody. This is not something.
No, they
that's
already know. They already know
required.
you with somebody.
No, it doesn't matter.
You just want to remind them that this is what it is.
Yeah, this is
Reaffirm.
what it is. If we can't do it and it's not a necessity, we don't need it.
So like for
We got to
example,
do it on our own.
because I build bikes and I know you ride bikes, and I'm like, yo Mel, I know you've been wanting to get this part for a while. I picked up a bike that I'm parting out. This is an extra part that I don't mind giving you. If you want to pay me later on, you could pay me later on for it, but hold this down.
I have to talk to him first.
Yeah.
So check it out.
What is the guest saying before we get started? Because it looks like it's pretty active in there right now. Yo, you laughing like somebody just got bodied. But
No,
go ahead.
because I'm not sure on this who is Lucian since '85. So I'm worried about you having
That's mine.
issues.
That's mine. But good.
Okay, boy. She said facts. Tammy said exactly. Taj, let's roll. Lucian since '85 says he does have a problem with it. Shaw said to loose my friend up. But Shaw did say we have a problem.
Yeah, she did mention that.
Oh, Clint is in the building. He says he's just gonna get his popcorn and have a good Mr. Waistline, you buying my next costume? That's Lucian since
Oh,
'85.
that's what she said.
Uh-huh.
All right.
James Coltman, what's going on? Clint, I appreciate your logging in.
All right.
I got another scenario
All right. Since you said that.
to the young lady over here. So you and your man are walking around, everything's going great. You're walking through and you identify the ring that you would like.
Mm.
Like, just chilling. Yo, I love this ring. This ring is absolutely beautiful.
We talking about an engagement ring?
Yeah, engagement ring.
Okay.
VVS, like I really like this one. And your man is like, I really want to get her the ring that she wants. He's talking to his friends. She's female.
Okay.
Because you're cool with him having a female best friend, right?
Yeah.
All right, I figured. Everybody says that. Everybody says, yeah, they're cool with it. So he's talking to her, and he's not bitching. He's not complaining. Life is not hard. He's just working with what he's got, taking his time to save up the money.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, you know what?
Hold us down.
I want to see y'all together and happy. So she throws him 2 stacks.
I'm sorry.
So he
You
can
said
buy the
what?
ring that you want.
What happened?
There's nothing free. I'm so sorry. There's nothing free. Nothing free. He's gonna have to pay for that one way or the other.
I poured you a shot a while ago. I can tell you that shit was free as fuck. I don't want nothing back.
That's a shot, not 2 stacks.
I mean, I get where he's coming from. I got a best friend that's like that, and my fiance is really good friends with her, and we look out for each other. So, but I think it's just a matter of the respect,
Mm-hmm.
So I guess it just comes down to how you guys interact with each other.
Yeah,
DJ
that would make a difference.
DJ Geronimo, you look like you're under stress.
I'm just trying to think, man, because
I mean, you're a hard worker, so it's a little bit different.
but that's irrelevant. The thing is I'm not really discussing anything that I want with anybody else anyway.
Very private, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for them to know what I want to buy it for me in the first place, that's already suspect. So, I don't expect or anticipate anything like that happening.
Yeah.
And if it does, I mean, that's something that I would address because I ain't asked you for shit, and I appreciate the gesture and everything, and it like she said, if it's something small, right, that's one thing, but when it starts to get pricey,
Where it can be leveled out or something.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Right.
Shaw said, no, nope, hell no. He got to get the ring. It's a symbol of our love. And Lucian, since '85, said, am I being engaged to her or him? And I think that's a good point. I think that kind of supports what everybody's
I
saying.
get what you're saying.
For the record, because I usually do this and I don't speak on my side, listen, I am on the borderline of territorial and jealous. I don't play that shit. Don't fuck around with me. If that's what the type of shit you're cool with, I may not be the person for you.
Yeah.
I don't certain things don't work for me. Like,
I mean, it comes down to, for like my woman, if there's something that she absolutely needs, she needs not wants. It's a need. I'll do my best in my power to provide for her. I mean, there should be no reason why she has to go to outside source. That's just my thoughts.
I think it's overstepping bounds, man.
That's true.
but the thing is we've had conversation before about having like a best friend of the opposite sex.
Yeah.
And I know that everybody here is cool with it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So that's one of the reasons that this question came up.
Mhm.
Another reason is because I was in a situation where I had surgery, right?
Okay.
And there was a person who
Held you
this
down.
she was my girlfriend at the time, and I hold her in high regard.
Mhm.
She held me down, looked out for me, and I always said I don't care what's going on in life,
Mhm.
no matter what. If she needs me, I'm going to be there.
Got you.
It wasn't about the relationship. It was like, wow, really, there was not a lot of people who were there for me. This person stuck there for me. By the way, my cousin Shalina was there for me. Before she went out of town, she like cooked me a whole meal and brought it
That's what's
with,
up.
with DJ Geronimo, and you know, so just want to give the shout out. But honestly, she held me down, and my
Yeah.
thing is, I got her back.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't just be like, hey, I gotta go look out for so and so and do this. No, I'm be like, hey, I'm gonna go do this. Come, let's go with me.
You make the person feel
Yeah, well,
comfortable.
Yeah, you can come with me or not, but you know, but I'm not gonna not help this person out.
I got
So
you.
that's kind of where I came from with the topic. But I do like to throw some variables in. It doesn't really matter what I feel like about it until after the fact.
I got you. I mean, there's always a reason why we talk about stuff, personal life, personal experiences. I think that these are real life situations, especially with today's society. And I think communication is a big key. So if you don't have that communication, you know, it can be problems before it even starts.
Facts.
So,
Do you agree, Nelly Mel?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
DJ Geronimo?
Geronimo, I got a question. Do y'all want to roll into the next topic, or you want to play for the people for a while?
Either way.
How
What do
feeling
you
right
feel
now?
like doing?
We on your dime tonight. So we missed you from yesterday, last week. So
I'm actually ill prepared for tonight, so I could play a little bit, but not very long.
all right.
You don't have to go for a long
Yeah.
time.
All right.
I play long enough for me to take 2 shots.
All right, cool.
All right, so everybody, DJ Geronimo is about to take over the 1s and 2s. Put your 1s up. We do what is called a shot break. If you're at work and you can't drink, put a number 2 up so that way we know you got juice or some ginger ale or something. But definitely put your 1s up so we can get a shot.
Yo, and if you got a tree in your hand, right? If you got an L in your hand,
They got-
put up the O. That's how the smoke come out your mouth. You know what I mean?
put double O's, triple O's.
Triple O's. You know what I'm saying? For everybody who's blowing a tree, man, you put up your O's. If you're having a drink,
Yeah.
if you're having a shot, you put up your 1s.
Yeah.
If you're drinking anything, whatever, put up your 2s. Tammy, I want a juice box too, but not the same kind like what you're talking about.
If you guys like what you're seeing, definitely hit the subscribe button. By the more people that are actually engaged, it encourage us to continue to move forward. Definitely want to give a shout out to the Junction. We couldn't do this without you guys. And if you have the availability on Friday, they are going to be having a live band. And $5 Saturdays, right?
$5 every Saturday.
Yeah, man.
Last Saturday was epic.
Yeah.
Last Saturday was like this is what the fans. This is what it's really
Yeah.
about.
Shout outs to Hater Dan. Happy birthday. I know it was last week. So,
Yes, sir.
definitely want to give a shout out.
Bars Collective. Make sure
Yeah,
y'all pay
yeah.
attention.
Sunday.
Whenever they go on
Yeah.
4 to 6 on Sundays,
Yeah.
I'm reposting that.
Yeah.
You make sure y'all check. You know what I'm saying?
And if you guys like the video work, photography, we want to give a shout out to Max for, having a good quality of work. So he is on our Instagram page, Facebook page, as well as all of our platforms. So we will definitely tag him in. Any questions, he's definitely available for hire.
And just real quick before we do it, man, shout out to Shaw, to Lucian since '85.
Tammy.
I don't like calling you that. Shout out to Tammy. It's just I think the name is funny. I gotta find. Yeah,
Clint.
but I don't want to. Okay, well we'll go TMT man.
Okay.
So Trinidad and Tobago man, 83. Clint, thank you. I got a dude from my job, man. I know he would probably listen, but I did not expect him to join in.
That's what's up. That's
my homie Michael Bloza, and he's got his zeros going.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody, man.
My people's from Hawaii, Jose, Soretta. Just want to say much love, brother, to you and your family. So just want to say thank you, everybody, from tuning in around the world.
All right, I'm gonna pour a drink. You can pour you a drink.
Yeah,
I'm gonna pour
man.
you a drink.
Already get me drunk.
And
Please listen to my DJ. Right,
Yeah.
right.
1s and 2s.
Not all the time. Sometimes. One, you can't take time yesterday. Then more again today. Think you can program but I live my own damn life. Seems like you want more than company. Can't tell in friends and family. Both a young handsome guy. Don't get things twisted, baby. Don't expect no more than what we already have. keeping it simple. Don't expect no more than what we already have. Keeping it simple, yeah. Girl, you already have a man, but I can be yours sometime. Baby, call me sometime, not all the time. So, girl, you already have a man, but I can be yours. Baby, call me, but not all the time. So, you take a wine with me sometime. You take a grind with me sometime. You can vibe with me sometime, but not all the time. So, you take a wine with me sometime. You take a grind with me sometime. You can vibe with me sometime, but not all the time. I'm not like none of them, baby. Take a chance, yeah. I caught up in your days. Baby, I'm amazed. Anything you want, I'll do it. Just cut through the ish. Others had the chance and blew it. But now you're questioning this. Maybe take a chance on me. And I can guarantee. But don't make me pay for your ex games. Don't make me pay for your ex games. Don't make me pay for your ex games. You see all that baggage? Drop it. Drop it right down. I want you drop it. Drop it right down. Baby, I want to make you happy. Gorgeous, can you play? An excerpt from a tale, or an treasured beauty, wonder of my world. Swap the old for new memories. I want you to be my girl. So baby, take a chance on me, and I can guarantee. But don't make me pay for your ex games. Don't make me pay for your ex games. Don't make me pay for your ex games. You see all that baggage? Drop it. Drop it right down. I want you drop it. Drop it right down. Baby, I want to make you
I'm feeling good, I'm feeling great. Been waiting so long for this day. Security search and find problems on me and took them away at the gate. That mean me, problem free. Sipping the rum like say I'm in key. Just put a pretty fat thing in the bed and I wind to rock out, one sheet. What is it? Now wine on him, take where your girl. Now wine on him, take where your girl. A big vibe, we are all in there. Rock vibe, let her know come there. So y'all wine and go down, 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 down. Come up, come up, come up, come up, come up, come up. When you pull out something in your come up, yeah. Now wine on him, take where your girl. Now wine on him, take where your girl. A big vibe, we are all in there. Rock vibe, let her know come there. What she said? Now wine on him, kidnap a man. Now wine on him, kidnap a man. But girl, them alone in there, little bit, they don't come round here.
Viking ding dong, boy. Dirty bad mind don't like we on the road, you know. Road, you know. Don't like when we buy expensive clothes, you know. Clothes, you know. I go party, let me party. Backstage, general or VIP. Party don't stop, yeah, sober. Ready to go home? No stop, hold on. Fed mash up, no stop drink and I must catch up. Hold on. From the time I touch, 1 girl, 10 girl, not enough. Hold on. Trini love the party. We go pay but we love it when it's free. Good food and drinks in a cooler. Put the party on my shoulder. Cause we outside from long time, yeah. No 5, yeah. All night, yeah. Cause we outside from long time, yeah. No 5, yeah. All night, yeah.
What I do tonight is your world, baby. Do what you like. Why you please me? Do what you want to be tonight. How can it up, wind it up, wind it up. And when I shake it up, I shake it up, I shake it up, oh, you like that, yeah. And when you bend it up, you bend it up, you bend it up, you bend it up, I like that, yeah. And when you give it to me, give it to me, give it to me, baby, I like that, yeah. And when you give me a put it on this spot, I like that. You have me singing 911, emergency. 911, emergency. I don't think I could handle that, baby. No. I don't think you could handle that, baby. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. If somebody hate you, give them the magic finger, yeah. But to my friends and the family, thanks for the love, thanks for the love. Thank you for teaching bad mind people how to love, how to love. Thanks for the ways, thanks for the days. Thank you for tolerating my own dirty ways. Yo, give me a shot of tequila. I'm just a DJ. Turn up the music louder. I want to feel that. I think I feel like this. I have a noise in my head, don't feel away. Thanks for your understanding. When things was done, friends was around. Family support the kindness. So what you tell me? Yeah, when girl I go catch your face. You see me all about moving with plenty pace. Girl, you're not wrong, and let me see that face. Girl, you're not wrong, and let me see that face. We are young and singing it back. If you want it, man, da. Just swing the thing, don't worry about that. If the hospital get me a costa, a sexy body, girl, you have that skin so smooth, not even a scratch. Like I say, God must come back. Just show back that thing on there. Give me the bumper, hold it, yeah. Bumper, hold it. Give me that one, and a bumper, hold it, yeah. Give me that bumper, hold it. It's vibes when a bumper hit me, yeah. Give me that bumper hit me. Give me that, give me that bumper, hold it, yeah. Give me that bumper, hold it.
Oh, they sent me to rehab. They said I'm an alcoholic. They say when I drink my rum, I just feel like I'm bionic. Oh, I see a post and I kick it up. And I see a car, wanna pick it up. I see a police, I wanna stick him up. What's that drunk? There's a good reason why I love my liquor. I love my rum. Rum does make people talk the truth, boy. When I take a shot, I just feel much better. And all them ugly girls just have to look real cute and drunk when I take 2 shots, I make a 2 boy, yes, I'm drunk
Look at that girl over there, she look at me like salami. Baby, give me now. This girl hit me up in a mid DM. She want me text she in a the PM, but me see me not and then my girlfriend. So she get vexed and she no link again. But 2 months later she text me. Them times me girl did a vex me. Me feel like she give me 1 bun. So this is my time to have some fun. Come take advantage, baby. This is your time to hold me down now. Take advantage, baby. Girl went on the thing, girl look it up now. Take advantage, baby. This is your time to hold me down now. Come take advantage, baby. Girl went on the thing and look it up. Shush. Body wet up, wet girl, when the man them prefer. Drip drop when I wine and bubble. Body wet like prefer, baby. Shush. Body wet up, wet girl, when the man them prefer. Drip drop when I wine and bubble. Body wet like prefer, baby. Shush.
What you call that sauce? Kinda wine make man what the boss. Cause them want me single. Them man want to mingle.
Where you are? Lose this. Want to taste some of sweet juice, eh? Hey, I go give you the wine, but you have to work for this ride. Shush.
Body wet up, wet girl with the man them prefer. Drip drop when I wine and bubble. Body wet like prefer, baby. Shush. Body wet up, wet girl with the man them prefer. Drip drop when I wine and bubble. Body wet like prefer.
Bend down and give me, girl. It's time to get this busy, girl. If you know you're damn pretty, girl, push back and give me. Bend down and give me, girl. That wine they not typical. Woman, bend up your physical. Push back and just give me. And on your knees, girl, roll back. Keep it right there, girl, hold that. Give it to me, don't hold back. Roll that. Send all the woman friend for me. You know I like woman company. Bend your back and line it up for me. So let me see, girl. Bend down and give me, girl. It's time to get busy, girl. If you know you're damn pretty, girl, push back and give me. Bend down and give me, girl. That wine they not typical. Woman, bend up your physical. Push back and just give me.
We don't talk no feelings. We don't talk no feelings. We don't talk no feelings. Why you talking?
We don't talk no feelings. We don't talk no feelings. We don't talk no feelings. Why you talking?
We don't talk no feelings. We don't talk no feelings. We don't talk no feelings. Why you talking? We don't talk no feelings. We don't talk no feelings. We don't talk no feelings. Why you talking? Now bring out the shots. Yeah. Shots. Yeah, could have been one shot of liquor or the whole case of liquor. Whole team lit, now we mash it up proper. Party real nice, yeah, the party look good. Right about now, take a shot for the road. Boom bam, now we take one for the road. Boom bam, now we take a shot for the road. Boom bam, now we take one for the road. Party look nice, yeah, party look good. Boom bam, now we take one for the road. Boom bam, now we take a shot for the road. Boom bam, now we take one for the road. Party look nice, yeah, party look good. Now we go down by the Juve. Plenty rum and gal by the Juve. Yeah, just think, my team lit. Party car done, my team lit. One shot of rum, one for the road. Party look nice, yeah, party look good. Boom bam, now we take one for the road. Boom bam, now we take a shot for the road. Boom bam, now we take one for the road. Party look nice, yeah, party look good. Boom bam, now we take one for the road. Boom bam, now we take a shot for the road. Boom bam, now we take one for the road. Party look nice, yeah, party look good.
You whining on so sweet, girl. Give me that sweet wine. Come put it on me, girl. Girl, you want it rough now. I wanna get inside your midsection. I wanna get the girl an injection. I wanna get inside your midsection. So long, girl, I want it. Get inside your midsection. I wanna get the girl an injection. I wanna get inside your midsection. So long, girl, I want it. From the back. I wanna jump your girl from the back, from the front. I wanna wine all of your front. Girl, love your wine so sweet. Just bring that good wine to me. I want you so bad, baby. Give me some fun, yo. I wanna get inside your midsection. I wanna get the girl an injection. I wanna get inside your midsection. So long, girl, I want it. Get inside your midsection. I wanna get the girl an injection. I wanna get inside your midsection. So long, girl, I want it.
Now, Doxy, everything the girl have made in China. The girl says she have a cup from China. Then she says she have a spoon from China. Then she says she have a plate from China. I wonder if she have a China vagina. Lipstick, makeup, eyeliner. Nice clothes and shoes from China. Mommy, auntie, and sister. Everything they have made from China. China. You wine fast like a timer. You not underage, you not a minor. Why you have to make me smile like a hyena? You need help? I can be a guider. You look fine, but your other friend finer. Big up Melanie, big up Tisha. They also have a China version.
I have a bag and a compass looking for China. One suit and a atlas looking for China. Looking through glass with a cut for China. Looking for China. Things where you run past looking for China. I want to find it. You see the precious gem, they can't hide it. I go and find it, I go and find it. X marks is what they can't hide it. If I get to live in the continent, every day them I go come give me compliment. Celebrating it every day around the bend, around the bend. Whoa! I find myself by a great wall looking for China, looking for China, looking for China. I like a pinball looking for China, looking for China, looking for China. It does make a great wall looking for China, looking for China, looking for China. Don't hear me the great wall looking for China, looking for China, looking for China. It's a place expensive to get to, but it's nice when they get through. When they get one visit, you won't get to, cause it's nice when they get through. Everything is unique in what them do. From the outfit, the way back to them shoe. Watch you split in the slippers to tempt you. You want try it with them too. I have a bag and a compass looking for China, looking for China, looking for China. Suit and a atlas looking for China, looking for China, looking for China. Shoe glass with a cutlass looking for China, looking for China, looking for China. How much things where you run past looking for China, looking for China, looking for China.
I go to my grave to support this thing, yeah. Push the soca global. I go walk like slave to build up this thing, yeah. Push the soca global. No season, it's a full-time thing. Watch out for the vibe that we bring. Soca bound to reach Broadway. Don't surprise when the billboard chart. There's some of them that are stop the thing, but I come out here to walk. Some of them that are stop, but I come out here to walk. Tell you some of them that are stop, but I come out here to walk. Right down to the beginning of life, put a shot in the back. We can call some shots, so tell them we bad, we better than bad. Tell them we bad, we better than bad. So tell them we bad, we better than bad. I come to push the soca global, let me tell you. In a cup, everybody. In a fed, in the street, everybody. In a uptown dance, everybody like this. In a downtown dance, everybody.
Yo! Tell them! Yeah, yeah. All right.
I'm feeling to touch the road and bust a wine. Feeling to touch the road and bust a wine.
Up, 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 up. Yo! Right in. Yeah, yeah. Right in. Right in. Yo! Tell them! Yeah, yeah. All right.
I'm feeling to touch the road and bust a wine. I'm feeling to touch the road and bust a wine. Bust a wine. Bust a wine. I'm feeling to touch the road and bust a wine.
Hear me love how you whine and make me watch. Love how you whine and make it catch. Love how you rise and make it drop. Roll it around and make it clap. Stiletto heels and the balancing. Move left to right like a balancing. Short and round on your tall and slim. Anytime where you have, you spend all that gym. Love when you walk through the mall and thing. Then you touch the road, then we call that fling. Then we mix this like a juice and gin. Hey baby, let me do something.
I'm feeling to touch the road and bust a wine. I'm feeling to touch the road and bust a wine. Bust a wine. Bust a wine. I'm feeling to touch the road and bust a wine. Getting on bad on the road, y'all. Whenever you see me, it's the road caller. My name will be written in the road caller. Carnival, I take over the road, oh yeah. So leave me in the middle, yeah. I'm feeling to touch the road and bust a wine. I'm feeling to touch the road and bust a wine. Bust a wine. Bust a wine. I'm feeling to touch the road and bust a wine.
Hear me love how you whine and make me watch. Love how you whine and make it catch. Love how you rise and make it drop. Roll it around and make it clap. Yep, yep, yep. Wine baby, do it again. Button down, press and repeat again. Your sexiness in the street again. Temperature, rise up the heat again. Body start move to the beat again. Now that we meet, can we meet again? The wine where you do, can we see it again? Baby, I hope it's no problem.
I'm feeling to touch the road and bust a wine. I'm feeling to touch the road and bust a wine. Bust a wine.
keep that. You see that curtain there, keep that. You don't need your fancy stage, relax. Once I try reaching your boy. Hands in the sky, we bring the vibes. Once we reaching your fetish nice, yes, yeah, boy. They got the guy, we bring the vibes. And I don't mean to be bossy, they can party like rain. One from one, so got it, but for sure, they can party like rain. Don't matter time or day, we can start it any day. Oh gosh, oh child, you like you're ready, sweet and so man, oh man. Yeah. Hola, mama, together we said the love is so strong, oh Lord, and don't this kind of energy, God, it great. Watch how every hand up in the air, yeah. So we go turn up the place, we go push up the place. Once I truly reaching your bed is nice, boy. Hands in the sky, we bring the vibes. Once we reaching your bed is nice, yeah, boy. They get the night, we bring the vibes. And I don't mean to be bossy, but they can party like rain. One from one, so got them, but for sure, they can party like rain. Don't matter time or day, we can start it anyway. What's the vibe we bring? Where's the baddest thing? I could put my head on the block, hey. But the hardest thing, once we start this thing, yeah, we just never know when to stop. And don't this kind of energy, Lord, it's great. Watch how every hand up in the air, yeah. So we go turn up the place, we go push up the place. Once that tree reaching the best is nice, boy. Hands in the sky, we bring the vibes. Once we reaching your best is nice, yeah, boy. They got the guy, we bring the vibes. And I don't need to
give me no drink in no small cup. 16 ounces or more, that's the tall cup. You ain't got that, your bar is trash. I ain't making no joke, I come to get mash. Don't give me no drink in no small cup. 16 ounces or more, that's the tall cup. You ain't got that, your bar is trash. We ain't making no joke, we come to get mash. Yo, I feel like you're playing me. Bartender, I feel like you're playing me. I'm coming with cash in my hand and you're serving me drinks like a baby. Stop acting like you own a drink. Stop acting like you own a bar. I need you to free up the rum and let loose the alcohol. Make up a long man just drink when you see we stand up by the bar. When you see we coming through, you no money spending at the bar. Stop acting.
All around the world we working together. Small island, massive hit the wall. Matter of fact, one of them can't come down like we won't. Matter of fact, one of them can't move it like we. I wanna jam with you, you wanna jam with me. We gonna do this one with fun, unity. Is this new to you? Well, this is not new to me. After this one, you gonna learn to speak this that thing fluently. No, I'm send it back for the sky. Push it back.
Alright, bend down low for the DJ. Touch your toe for the DJ. Rock 'em out. Bend down low for the DJ. Touch your toe for the DJ. Rock 'em out. Do some tricks for the DJ. Like a spit for the DJ. Rock 'em out. Rock 'em out. Don't go high for the DJ. Like you could fly for the DJ. Rock 'em out.
Got it for strong 10 shots. We going cool in the back.
DJ, you could have finished playing that
Yeah,
one.
that was dirty. That was real dirty. The hands on the one up, it was like,
Wow, you yeah.
That was dirty. But
Mr. DJ, you coming back down and talk to us like fuck, so I can chastise you for not finishing playing fucking Kylo inside there.
hey, so I hope all you guys had a good time listening to DJ Geronimo. He is for hire, just to let you guys know. So he's on Instagram, Facebook, as well as many other platforms.
I'm gonna keep it 100. He's on hire. He's for hire, but I don't want to I just want to keep them.
You want to be
for us.
selfish? I agree.
I do, but I know that it has to be what it has to be.
Yeah, man. So listen, we ready for topic 2? Are you ready for topic 2?
I am. I was looking at the comments, you know what I'm saying? I want to say what's up. I just,
That was my fault. Sorry.
it's good. You know what that means?
Yeah, man.
That means that y'all can call us at 321-234-6685.
Yes, we can receive phone calls. Just to let y'all
If
know.
anybody is able to contact Hess, let Hess know. He can call in at 321-234-6685. And if you get in touch with Hess, get in touch with Miss Becky too.
Yeah, man. All right, so let's just jump right into it. So, with the whole internet, technology, a lot of people have gone to different directions, online dating. I'm just going to say what it is. When you meet somebody, do you Google the person when you meet them?
Don't worry, there's a part 2. We'll go to part 2.
Yeah.
Let's ask the young lady over here because she giggled and she actually
she's
Puerto Rican. I know y'all can't see her, but she turned a different color.
Turned red
immediately.
You want another drink? All right.
I asked. She said no. So this nobody can see you. You can see this. Nobody can see you.
Do you
keep
Google?
it 100 with us? When you meet a new person, do you Google them?
Nope.
Do you search? Do you do a internet search? Nothing.
No, I search them at work.
Oh gosh.
Wait, lean in close. Lean in close.
I search them at work.
So
No,
she
seriously.
looked.
You search them where?
At work.
So let me ask
That's
you.
foul. That's foul.
Where do you work?
I work for the state of Florida Department of Corrections.
So you check.
So in other words, she don't use Google. She uses the state.
So let me ask you. So let's just say you Google me and I'm a predicate. No chance.
A predicate?
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
You do not know what a predicate felon is? I've been here before. Oh, God.
Not happening.
To all my New Yorkers, I apologize. All my criminals out there. She's correction. She just sees you when you come in. But so have you seen people come and leave, come and go? Like, have you seen people that were there and they left and came back?
Oh yeah.
All right, those are predicates. All right, so back to the topic. So you don't look them up on Google, but you check your database at work to see if they're in it. So what do you have to find to say, nah, I can't fuck with you?
It's gotta be something big. I mean, little shit here and there.
That's what she said.
Driving with little misdemeanors, driving with a suspended license, stuff like that.
So
people go through that kind of stuff, but it's burglarizing somebody's home or pedophile or something like that. No, that's not happening.
No. What if you look at that? You're like, I'm interested. You Google him, and then there's pictures of like dick pics where his shit's like down to like just above his knee, and he's got a longer tongue than dude from Kiss.
He's trying to kill me. That ain't happening.
No.
No.
All right, so our homegirl, just for all you motherfuckers out here, she don't want your shit too big. Let's move on.
It ain't the size. You got to know how to work it.
I'm caught. I don't know what to say.
Yeah. I don't have time for that.
So you've never done that before?
Hell no, shit. I ain't got time for that.
And what? So the person does it.
I mean, that's up to them.
You meet a woman that you really, really like she looks like Miranda.
Mm-hmm. I don't got
body, personality, and then you find out that she Googled you. Like, is there a time limit on when it's okay to Google you? Like, if she did in the beginning. For me, at the end of the day, like, I feel like I'm an open book. So there's nothing like you can't ask me that I won't just tell you straight out. So why do you got to go to the internet to look up my information?
Well, not everybody's like that.
Okay. First of all, the last shot I took just kicked in. I just felt it. But let me ask you something.
Okay.
Do you use Kelly Blue Book or Equifax?
Neither. I work for the bank.
So you can get the information. You're like her. She can get the information from her thing.
But
so what I'm saying is,
I
If you're gonna buy a car, do you not want to know its history?
That's Carfax.
Sorry, I said Equifax. I literally said before I said it that last shot just kicked in.
No.
That's what this shit is about.
I mean, you know, everybody
No
got
filter,
everybody got a pass.
Hold on.
Yes, sir.
Just real quick.
Yes, sir.
We got these shits on sale for $20 a piece. If you're interested, we got you. If you're not, but I like the way this shit look.
Yes, sir.
Please go ahead.
So everyone has a history, unless it's something where it's like we go out and all of a sudden like it's an awkward situation where it's like we go to everywhere we know and then next thing you know, like I don't know, like I'm just giving an example.
What's about Google?
Yeah, but if she Googles me, she's not gonna find anything.
So she Googles you.
Yeah.
And y'all are hanging out. Y'all at the house and y'all are chilling, watching a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, "You're a really sweet dude." Mm-hmm. You're like, "Well, thank you." She goes, I want to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't sure about you, so I Googled you.
I wouldn't.
Everything that I saw on Google was cool. How do you deal with that?
I don't take it personal. I don't.
You don't? You're good with it? Like you're cool?
It don't
and
matter.
You've never done it?
Hell no, I ain't got time.
Nah.
Listen, there's so many damn women in the world. Shit, I ain't got time to be looking up no damn woman like that.
Hold on. Hey, you can come on camera without being seen. You can come on the mic without being seen. But she's not seen. Come.
Shalina knows me best. I can tell you that for a fact.
She's crazy.
She crazy.
Hell yeah,
she's like a 3-time widow, and they don't know why.
So the difference with me, like if so, I'll bring a female around family and friends. Yeah.
This one, basically, I don't even trust women whose houses too. Like they had a big yard. Fuck out of here.
And it's growing real good in certain places.
Exactly. You got mounds and stuff.
And then she got like a little dog. Got like a little dog that runs around the yard.
No, but I mean, so I can't control a woman's actions pertaining to what she does. Now, what I do is she does have access to my phone, but it's not for you to be nosy. You know what I'm saying? Like you have access to get on my phone.
So can I say this? She has access to your phone now. I'm not even gonna allow you to answer this question. I'm gonna tell you that this is my man right here, and he does not give women access to his phone in the beginning. That's a done deal. But I'm saying,
I'm listening.
But I'm saying like I'm not talking about like down the line. Obviously, you build a rapport with a person.
Yeah.
You build trust. I'm talking about in the beginning. Mm-hmm. We are going to a party by Blazing Beijing.
Okay.
And you get there and the vibe is right. And she goes, "Hey, look, I just want to tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
You're the most amazing dude I've ever met. And after I Googled you and they said it, I didn't believe it, but you've really showed it to me." How do you react to the fact that she just told you I've Googled you?
I said thank you for the compliment.
You cool?
Yeah. Why would I got? I mean, women they're natural detectives. That's just the reality of it. So they're gonna do research. They're gonna look up. They're gonna talk to their girlfriends. They're gonna talk to their family. That's just how woman is. So for them to do their research on you, hey, it is what it is. At the end of the day, it's my word against what you find out. So.
You research everything else in your life, right? If you want to get a new job, right? You
Yeah.
research the position, you research the company, you determine whether or not the benefits and the corporate culture is what you're looking for.
Agree.
You buy a new car, you do the same thing. So if you're building a life with another person, why wouldn't you want to know what you're getting into?
So let me tell you something.
Because like if I'm with a relationship with a woman, if my family and friends don't care for her and have valid reasons, she's getting the book. I don't gotta do research on that.
So let me tell y'all, right? Here's the way to Google me. Don't ever tell me you did it. Because you're not going to tell me nothing I don't know. So you do it because I'm going to tell you. I am not a predicate felon. I will shoot you to protect myself or my family. I am an open book just like my brother here. So anything you Google, if you feel it necessary to come and tell me, I'm already done.
Yeah.
Fuck are we doing? What are we talking about? Why are you wasting my time? I have shit to do. I have a job. I work for other people and make them money. And me and this man talk on a regular basis. We have to come up with topics, and we ought to do everything. I don't have time for this. And I like sex, so I tend to have. I try to have a lot of that. So if you Google me and you figure it out, either you stick around, because you're cool with what you found out, or you leave.
Agree.
But don't come to me and tell me, hey, so by the way, I Googled you and I found out this. If you don't mind, if you can hold this shovel real quick, I'll be right back. Because what are you doing? Like, that's too much work.
I think it's a personal choice. I think it's a personal choice.
So
Would you like a chair?
Do you do it? Do you do it?
No, but I have a friend who did.
Okay.
She would run background checks if she was seriously interested in a guy. But the reason is what she'd been through. You can't judge someone for that. She's doing whatever it takes for her to feel safe.
Yeah.
And it is what it is.
I didn't say don't do it. I'm saying why are you bringing it to me?
Right, but I mean, maybe she just wanted to be honest with you about how she felt and how she got to
You
her
were
level of
dishonest with me when you went.
I don't think that's dishonesty. Why? How is that dishonest?
So Todd,
Hold on, she asked me a question. What I'm saying is that you went and decided to check.
Yes.
You didn't tell me, hey, I'm gonna look you up. If you did look me up and you like what you saw, because if you didn't like it, you would just cut me off.
Right.
If you like what you saw, just be like, hey, all right, cool.
But I
and
guess the
continue.
question is, why are you offended that somebody's like, look, I just
I
did my
don't-
due diligence to make sure I was with somebody.
I don't feel like I need to know that. I feel like if I'm a genuine person. You know
that. You know you're a
that's
genuine
cool.
person.
That's cool. You know me very well. I'm a good person. Once you tell me that you've done that, I'm not really sure about you. I don't know if I want to deal with you.
Then maybe you guys just aren't a good fit.
Right.
But the point is that it's not necessarily. I don't necessarily take it as a negative thing, whether I do it or not.
Yeah.
Really, right? But
Would you do it?
No.
Why not?
Just because I don't feel like I need to, based
I
on the
agree.
people that I meet. But that's my circumstance, right?
I agree. I'm
That's
just
not
gonna smile
everyone's
at you.
circumstance. You don't know what they.
I'm just
been
gonna
through.
smile at. Have you not been through some shit?
Yeah, but everybody handles whatever
Things
through
differently. I
differently.
agree.
We're
You're
different.
making a lot of my points, but just keep going.
I'm just saying, we're just different.
Like, for instance, if you have been through things where you feel that's necessary, you may not be the right person for me. And I'm speaking for me.
Right.
And I like to say this on this show, I am single like a dollar bill. Right? So
no, I
when you
think
stop...
that's good for you, but I think this is a general discussion.
No, I know that, but
So-
you spoke about for you.
Right.
So I'm speaking about for me. So for you, you don't see it as nothing. Like, it makes sense.
So
Because,
for you take it personal.
and you said no. You said because of what they've dealt with.
Right, but see, here's the other thing too, right? So, for me, the guys that I've met, like, are so integrated in my bigger circle.
I understand. You already got the
Naturally,
history.
the research occurs.
Yeah.
Right. Now, if I went random and met some random person that has nothing to do with anything, I don't know how I would feel.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. It's almost like you already got a
We
pre-background
already
check.
had a background check.
Yeah.
Of the people I know, we all know the same people. Not all, but I'm just yeah.
DJ
But
Geronimo.
You understand what I'm saying?
I
right?
got what
mean,
you
it's
said.
not. It's never for me. It's never been just like a total random. Like,
Yeah,
I
it's-
met a guy at a bar. So
And I think for me, and because I don't talk on these topics, I usually try to deflect. But I think for me, the thing is by the time that we're good, you would know I'm not gonna bring it up.
So let me ask you a question. Does it matter at what point in the process she's done it? Like, what if
Yes,
she just
absolutely.
met you and
Yes,
you did it? Would
yes,
you do that?
absolutely. But we need to get you a chair. I need you to be closer. I'm gonna get you one.
No, I'm good.
No, because you have valid points.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does make a difference. If I'm with you for 2 years and you come to me and tell me you Googled me, and you're just not telling me, I mean, it's
I
cool.
mean, I can see that.
We're all right. If you tell me that when you first met, like, if you tell me at the point that, wow, I have a thing for Mr. No Filter.
But I had to Google
Because
him.
they're not allowed to call me Taj until they. But if you tell me, like, yo, I ain't gonna lie to you, but we're good. But and it goes back to what you said about your friend, personal experience.
But she does it up front. So when she's done it, it's been like, okay, but it's early. It's very early. And it's
I
interesting
do
to
not.
see it.
I do not like to deal with the private investigator woman. If you're gonna be a private investigator, be right here. This is what I'm doing. Bop, bop, bop. Then we're good. The one who's silent, and I don't care what the fuck you found. You could have found that I used to be an altar boy. I was, by the way, when I was in school. But still, fuck you.
She
I'm
might
out.
feel safe doing it right here. She doesn't really know you.
That's
so
good.
if she's doing it in the beginning. I mean, let's say you did have a dirty past. Why would I sit next to you and do that?
I have a dirty future.
That's another subject, and we're gonna have to define dirty.
No, but I'm not
You hear
saying
what
I'm not saying that
Like,
she's wrong. I'm saying that you're not my type.
perhaps everybody has their choice as to what works for them.
Yes. And that's why I am single like a dollar bill. Excuse me, DJ Geronimo. I didn't mean to, I talked a little too long.
What are your thoughts?
I don't care, man.
A woman Googled you, right?
I Google my damn self.
So that's why because a guy, I worked with somebody, he Googled someone and told me, and when I Googled myself, I was like, what the fuck? You're like
We talked about that earlier.
there was information that was given. I was like, wow. You know, like, so.
I mean, I don't give anybody.
Lucian since 85 said, I Google everything.
Yeah, she's nosy as hell. I can tell you that for a fact. Look at it. Next subject.
I mean,
no, that was just messing with.
it doesn't bother me. And you could come to me and tell me you did it. Either way, good shit. It is what it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you find is what you get. And if you don't like it, you move on. And if you do, I ain't got no problem with you saying that.
So is it safe to say that people who have nothing to worry about are the ones who are fine with it?
I would say so.
But a person who's like, but all of it's in the past. But a person who has like damn, like yes, I had the mess with my ex, but I walked in the house and she was sleeping with 3 people, so I beat her and the 3 dudes up. I'm just saying, like, but when you go online, you're gonna find a domestic. They're not gonna tell you domestic violence because he beat up 3 dudes for fucking his wife.
But it is what it is, right? You did something, right?
Right.
That caught somebody's attention.
Yeah.
If they have half a brain,
They'd ask you what's up.
they'd ask you, what's that about?
Yeah.
They'll come to you and say, first of all, and said, I Googled you. And this is what came up, right? I mean, you got to understand, we're living in the age of technology.
Yeah.
People are going to do that. Your fucking job does it. So, and meeting people is like an interview. So, you know, if they see something and they come to you and they ask you about it, I wouldn't take offense to it. I'd just explain myself.
And like I said, for me it was cool. For me it was the timeline.
Okay.
The Michael Blozer said, if there's a possibility I'm getting laid, Google the fuck out of me.
Amen to that.
You're onto something right there.
Yeah. I mean, so I got a good friend of mine's. Her parents actually Googled the guy that she's with right now. And, you know, they found some information out, nothing that she didn't know already in the relationship. So I say that to say this. I mean, if you are a person that has nothing to hide, and like DJ Geronimo says that if you have a half a brain, you're going to ask, what's this about? I mean, people have the right to know about your background because sometimes things can come back and backlash.
So let me ask you something. Do people change?
Of course.
So what if I don't want you to see my background because the shit that I did when I was fucking 18 or 19 is not the person I am right now. But I know that when you Google it, because you highfalutin, like I'm a great dude right now. But I know that if you watch it, it's gonna fuck us up because you're gonna judge me based on who I was when I was a kid.
So I'll add on to that. So I mean, there's certain stuff that I'll talk.
Geronimo, I make a point.
Actually, well, you didn't making a point. You're making a statement, and
I'm making a statement that I think would resonate with people to comment on it.
Right. And my take on that is that watch me.
Exactly. Actions speak louder than
Right?
words.
Exactly. Actions
I
speak louder
agree,
than
but
words.
that's why I asked it because a lot of people, when they see it, they automatically done with you.
I think you
And
were the wrong
then
person.
that
then.
exactly. Then you
I
need
agree.
to you at where you need to be.
But y'all making the point that I'm making because again, if y'all ever noticed, I don't speak on me, but think about this. Like I have a past. I've changed. I'm a better person. This is who I am. But when they Google it, I know that based on if you know the person.
So I'll give an example. Like, so my fiance, prime example. It's not like I don't have anything to hide. I wasn't in the streets, but I did some things I wasn't proud of. She finds out more about my past when she goes back home, and people are like, yo, this is the type of person that I was, but she knows who I am now.
Can I jump in real quick?
course.
Do you know why?
I'm listening.
Because when we were doing our shit, There wasn't no social media.
There wasn't.
But so this conversation is about
The current generation.
yeah. So social media is now present, but okay. So you go back home to your girl's house, right, and found out that she used to be the hoe.
Oh.
But she's
Use a
she's not
hoe.
like
I
when
say
she was
that.
16, 17, she was a jump off. Like they done ran trains on her, everything. But that was when she was, let's say, 17. You met her at 32. She's been a different person since. How does that work?
I mean, I fell in love with who she is now, so I
So
gotta
you're
accept
good?
it. I gotta accept it.
Even though you went to her, like, if you go back to her neighborhood, you'll find out that she fucked 12 dudes at the same time.
I mean, as long as the pussy wrap around my dick and it's good, we good.
Grown man shit. I respect that. Give me some. There's a lot of dudes who like, and the hang-ups come from, it's funny because men are allowed to have a past. I think we talked about this
We did.
before,
We
right?
had plenty of conversations.
But women can't have a past. You know what I'm saying?
We call it bodies.
If you told anybody in this motherfucking building you only slept with 15 people, be like, how old are you? But if a woman says I've slept with 15 people, they'll be like, when'd you start? You know what I'm saying? So that's one of those things that, and it goes back to what we talked about. What was the how do we say it? It was like things that work well for men, but not with women.
Yeah, it's
vice
double
versa.
standards.
Double standards.
Yeah,
That's what it
yeah.
is. Sorry, DJ, I didn't mean to cut you off.
I'm good.
Just
So I think we all in cohesion on that. So what are the guests talking about?
No, Lucian since '85 said double standards. I said, yo, what is it? What is it? And
Yeah.
your fiance decides to pop up.
Yeah.
Lucian since '85. Have you ever at any point Googled Mr. Waistline
I'm probably sure she did.
or anyone else? First questions, can you reach the keyboard? But anyway.
All right, let's jump into our next topic.
Do you want to jump into it? You want to like Jerome play a bit? Are we good?
Nah,
Yeah, let's jump into the next topic. All right.
I almost feel like I want to get up and leave.
Yeah, this one's pretty intense. Is cheating forgivable?
See what I mean? Excuse me, Melly Mel.
Now let's throw a little twist in it.
Hold on. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. Have you ever been? Has a man ever cheated on you?
Absolutely.
Did you forgive him?
Did you take him back?
I did.
Okay. What was the circumstances?
We were married and had a kid
So you did it for the argument's sake because of the marriage or the child?
because of the child.
Most couples do.
It was a mistake.
Did he continue to do it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Let's move it along. I don't know how to deal with y'all because we all on the same page. So I'm gonna ask a question. Who wants to go next?
Hell to the motherfucking no.
Have
Okay.
you ever been cheated on?
Me?
Yes, you.
Yeah, I divorced her ass.
That's the only person who ever cheated on you.
Yeah.
DJ Geronimo.
Well, yes, I have. That has happened to me before. No, I haven't taken any of them back.
Did you fuck him at least?
Nope.
Okay.
When I'm out, right? So I would say no.
So do you feel that cheating is unforgivable? Like once you cheat on me, that's it. It's done.
So for me, sorry.
Yeah.
Hold on. Yeah, like that's it.
Yeah. Actually, it goes both ways. Right?
No, that goes both ways in your relationship. No, but just in general.
No. I mean, I am talking in general. Talking in general. Like, if I catch you cheating, it's over. If you catch me cheating, it's over. Whether you want to be with me after or not.
Yeah, but you're speaking. You can't speak because woman must take back man.
Right. No, and you asking me a question, so I'm answering you.
So if she catch you cheating, you telling
I'm
me,
still saying it's
yeah.
over.
All right. So me and you on the same page.
Yeah.
It's done because I don't go jail for the same crime over and over.
I don't like leftovers. That's what I call it. So it's a one shot done. That's just me.
So once a woman cheats, that's it.
Yeah, man. I don't want leftovers.
So have you ever cheated? Have you ever cheated on somebody?
No, I haven't.
You have not.
No. Even when I was going through my divorce, I still maintain my composure
DJ,
because I wanted to
you
wait.
never cheat on nobody before in your life?
No.
Damn, I like you. Melly Mel.
But remember, I was also single for a very long time.
How do I say this?
What's some of the guests talking about? Let's see what they're talking about.
I cheated when I was single.
Okay. That don't make
That
no
don't make
sense.
sense.
It makes a lot of sense because the person was linked to me and they thought that they were in a situation.
Oh, so they thought they were in a relationship with you?
But I was still doing what I was doing, so I never felt like I was cheating.
Okay.
But later on, it was like, yo, you did this. I was like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, so, but no, I've always prided myself on not being a cheater.
Yeah. You know, so for me, like if I wouldn't, and I always told my fiance, I was like, if I was to cheat on you, that means I have to leave you because I don't want to hurt you. That's just my thoughts. So I'd rather, because women can be vicious when it comes to that. Like you would never know that they've done it. So why would I want to do something to hurt her when I know that she can do it? You know what I'm saying? Like, so I just be conscious. I got sisters. So for me, at least, I was trying to set an example for my younger sisters. Like, this is what you accept from a man. So I had to make sure I had to set examples for my sisters of what you accepted from a man and what you didn't accept. So I was always that big brother where they had to fall back on. They get advice, and you know. So that was my outtake on how I had to handle it.
So basically, you're just this dude with a halo over your head, and you've never
I'm not
cheated.
perfect.
I asked you. I'm talking about
I haven't
this.
cheated, but I'm not perfect.
Then in the terms of the topic,
I'm
you're
not
perfect.
Okay. There you go.
Right? So let me switch over to you. So somebody cheated, like they cheated, and you took them back. All right. Let me make sure I quote this word for word. What? Because obviously you took somebody back. What would not be forgivable? What could they do that you would not bring them back? Would you like some
With
examples?
that specific person?
If he got another female pregnant,
I don't care who the fuck it is. You decide how you discuss. So, like for instance, your man cheats on you. He got somebody else pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
He acknowledges he fucked up. He comes back. Is that forgivable?
No.
No?
No.
Do I need to give you more suggestions, or do you know what's not forgivable?
Throw some more stuff at me. Because to me, cheating isn't. I mean, I dealt with it with my first husband because
How many husbands do you have?
I had to.
Two?
I dealt with it with my first husband because I thought the kids need their father. They need him around. I don't want my kids growing up without their dad. You know, I didn't want to be a single mother. But like I said, it was a mistake.
Explain to the people the part where you said dealt with.
I was stupid and naive.
How
I put up with a
how
lot of
old
stuff.
were you at the time?
I was when I got married, I was 21.
Okay, so you're the same age as me.
Yeah, I
Okay.
was 21, but I was secluded a lot of my childhood, so I was still really naive. So I made a lot of mistakes. You know, I got pregnant before we got married, even though we were already engaged. I found out he was cheating on me, but I could never prove it. So it was like, okay, am I just being paranoid, or is this really happening? But I always had that feeling.
So how did you get the concrete proof, though?
Oh, his friend ratted him out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was like, look, we went away for the weekend. They came back. He came to me and said, hey, listen, I don't know what's going on, but I don't want to be a part of this. We went away for the weekend. We were supposed to go chill. We were supposed to go fishing. He had me stop on the way over there and pick up this chick, nasty chick. and we took her with us, and they were doing their thing.
Mm.
And that's how I eventually found out, and then he admitted to it.
So does anybody? I mean, and I guess I can't really talk to y'all. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't completely believe. I don't completely believe that y'all have never been in this situation.
What do you mean?
I mean exactly what I said. I'm gonna move on. So, I'm trying to figure out how to say something to like the most amazing dudes that, because I know who they are with their the significant others. I'm trying to throw that loophole in, but because I know them, I have nothing.
I mean, if you haven't done it, you haven't done it. Like, what is there to
experiment?
I don't get it.
No, there's always variables. But if I give you a variable that you've never experienced, that'd be different. But because of how well I know y'all, like, I kind of know what you would say.
I got you.
But you don't think it's the truth?
No. I don't know what you would do in the situation. For sure, 100%. But I can say 99% sure I know what y'all would do.
I got you.
So therefore, I was about to say something. I was like, don't waste your time. I don't want to waste y'all's time or the people who are listening to us. You know what I mean?
I got you.
So I had something and I was like, nah, not these dudes. Because y'all are very soft. Like, listen, unfortunately for y'all, they are not just taken, but like they're happily taken. They advocate their situation. Me, on the other hand, I don't want you simple motherfuckers. Like, because of them, we talk and I'll be like, yo, so she said so. He'd be like, oh, okay. Yo, they want to be like, oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I guess that's cool. Yo, hold on, what you mean? Nah, nothing. Yo, listen, I gotta go because Pretty Lucian is calling me, so I'm gonna talk to you tomorrow. But like, yo, hold on. All right, well, shit, I guess I'll figure it out on my own.
All right, let's jump into the next fun topic.
We have another topic.
Yeah, man. Is love permanent?
No.
Why do you say so?
Are we really gonna focus on? I think this shit works better when I talk last.
That needs to be a whole show.
Nah, not really.
That topic?
We can always
Let
have
me
a
ask you
we can have a part 2.
DJ Geronimo, is love permanent?
Unconditional love is.
So, you ever been in love before your situation now?
No.
So everybody you have loved from a kid, you still love them now.
You just talking about relationship, right?
Everybody that I love from a kid. What do you mean? Like family?
Dude, I asked a broad question.
That's a very generic question.
You can go wherever you want with it.
Okay. That takes some thinking now.
So
the question is love permanent? I'm gonna say something real quick. Meaning, I love you. I'll always love you.
Right.
I'll step back. Go ahead. That's where you know what I mean?
So you're talking about friendship, family love is different than relationship love. Are you doing the comparison between the two?
So I asked a broad question. Love is love, right? Love. Is love permanent? Excuse me, actually you asked.
I think it would be, yes. I can't think of anybody that I did love that I don't love now, even if whether I talk to them now or not.
Can understand. I mean, for me, if I rock with you, whether we're in a relationship or not, I mean, if I got love for you, it's unconditional.
Excuse me. Can you come off camera and talk on this topic, please? No, not her. That one with the long hair.
There's a lot of with long hair. That's
no.
So I mean, if it's talking about relationship, I think with relationship, it can be unconditional, but you have to you have to always make adjustments because they're seasonal for love. Like your love for that person always changes. Like whether you guys are growing in the early stages, I think they said that the relationship changes every 5 to 7 years. So you always have to recondition how you love that person in a relationship. As far as family and friends, if it's family, blood family, you know, I mean, there's certain blood that I'm closer to with a person that's water family than a blood person. So it just depends on the person how I have that relationship with.
I meant me when you said
I got, that's unconditional.
So, ma'am, we don't have a nickname for you. If you can lean in,
Okay.
I want to ask you something. Is love permanent?
No,
No. Why not?
because it always fluctuates.
To
Is
what
that how
degree?
this goes?
Yeah. So there's times where I don't like you. There's times where I like you. But I'll always love you. But there's the difference between unconditional love and then regular love, right?
Are you talking about relationship or family?
You're not on camera. You know what? I'll show you. You're not on camera. I promise.
What was that?
Put the microphone close to your mouth. I said the microphone.
Sorry, are you referring to family or are you referring to relationship?
What are you guys referring to?
It's a simple question. Is love permanent?
Okay, so let's be more direct because it's a very general statement.
It's not.
I
is
feel
very
so.
general.
So
People make generalizations when they go along.
So
it's like, what do you mean? Do
let's-
you mean in a
so
relationship?
let's talk about relationship right now. We're talking about relationship.
No, you can talk about I'll tell you this. That no, the reason I say that is because my kid can do some shit, and I don't love you the same way I loved you when you were a baby.
So I can tell you this.
If
right
you don't
now.
have kids, you will not understand that.
Yeah, I don't have kids.
I am
I'm
a
sorry.
person that has grown up with a tough life, and the relationship between me and my mother is ridiculous. Like, if you were to ever meet her,
Mhm.
she is the nicest person to you ever.
But she's
Me?
rude.
I cannot stand her.
I will probably, if y'all want to move now, you can. My grandmother is the same way.
Yeah. But you know what? Everybody always says that's your mother.
Uh-huh.
Granted, that's my mother, but she was never a true mother.
So I'm gonna add on to
So
that.
yes, she gave birth to me, but you know what?
So I got a grandmother. I've been blessed. I have actually my grandmother, my great grandmother, and my third generation grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
So there's total 4 generations right now still alive. They didn't have cable TV back in the day, so they started early. So my great grandmother, I'm more close than my grandmother. I love my grandmother because she gave birth to my father, who he's just a sperm donor. But at the end of the day, that's still my biological grandmother. I don't consider her a grandmother.
That's the thing. That's a mistake I think that y'all making is that you feel obligated to love somebody. You don't have to love
Thank
everybody.
you.
Exactly.
Well,
Now we
You should
talking.
not.
And that's my point that I was
Listen,
going
if
to get
you're
at.
the mother, your father, nobody. It don't.
So that's where I was
matter.
going to get at.
You
So
don't have to love nobody. You can be born saying fuck everybody
yeah.
and stay that way. And never love anybody.
Right.
No family member, no friend, no nobody.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, so I was bringing up a point because I just got a message from my uncle saying that my grandmother, who wasn't a grandmother to me, she was a grandmother to all my other cousins, that there's a circumstance where she's now losing her house and she needs help moving out. This woman is the same woman that never called for a birthday, never partaked in anything as far as us growing up. So why now should I have to come to her aid and rescue her? Now, the good part of me would want to, but the other part of me is like, you've been more of a grandmother to everyone else. Go to them. Is that spiteful? Or am I wrong? That's what, you know what I'm saying?
No.
So,
You're not wrong. Like, I mean, you're talking probably to the wrong person because I'm very adamant about not facilitating the nonsense that your family tries to instill upon you.
of course, guilt trip.
Yeah, no, you're not doing that. If that's the case, I would have been married at the age of 23 with 4 kids by now.
Oh gosh.
But the thing is that you guys are talking like the situations that you're bringing up. You can't still love that person, right? So just because they treat you bad and you know you don't agree with everything that they think and do has nothing to do with whether you love them or not. If you love them, you love them, and if you don't, you don't. Right? Whatever reason it is that you don't like them is irrelevant.
So how do you show your love?
Well, that's the thing. Now we're going into defining what love is.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. This could be a whole other show.
So, my grandfather, which was married to my grandmother, for example, I love him. Like, he wasn't blood, but he treated me more as a human being than my own grandmother did. So, with that being said, I have unconditional love for him. When he was dying, I was there for his last breath. I was there for his burial. My grandmother right now, you know, she's going through a lot. I don't want anything to do with her.
So what was the real question about love?
Is love unconditional? Or is love permanent? Excuse me. Permanent. I feel like just based on the bond that you have with that person, just depends. So I agree with DJ.
I feel that if you, before you agree with me, let me say this. I feel that if you say that you love someone and you truly mean that you love that person, you will always love that person, no matter where you guys are in life. Whether you're talking, you're not talking, you know what I mean? You never agree with that person. If at some point you did, right, I don't see it reversing. You may not like the person, you may not like what they do, you may not like the things they say, you may not like how they treat you. But I feel that if you do truly love the person, you will always love that person.
I can understand you.
See what I mean?
Yeah, I can definitely.
Doesn't mean you have to talk to them ever again.
Yeah.
But is that specific to family or is that
anybody?
You know, I would say that every situation. So I agree.
If you don't, then you probably didn't in the first place.
Yeah, I agree with you. So I think with family, it's a little bit different because it's.
Family is expected to be that way.
Yeah, it's almost like so. Yeah, so family, it's like you're expected to love this person because you have the same blood flowing through your veins. Whereas a stranger, you choose to love that person because it's the bond that you've built with that person.
so I guess that's the difference between unconditional love and conditional love.
Correct.
So the real question is conditional love permanent?
There's a man with a question right there.
Is conditional love permanent, brother?
You asking me?
Yeah.
No, I don't need that. Please repeat the question. Let me
Is conditional love
conditional love? I don't have like I don't do conditional and unconditional, but I do unconditional. No. I'm trying to make sure I because I didn't get
What's the comment while you process?
the difference is I love Neil unconditionally.
Okay.
I don't care what he does, we're good. There are people who, depending on what they do, I'm not gonna fuck with you no more. Or depending on what you do, you cannot walk around without looking over your shoulder for me the rest of your life.
That's conditional love.
So here's my thing.
That's what I just told you. I just gave you all the difference.
Yeah.
Neil, I gave you all three different examples. Neil is unconditional. The
Everyone.
latter is conditional.
Right, but the question was, is conditional love permanent? Well, by the nature of
No,
it, having
actually the question was:
conditions-
is love? Is love?
Is love con-
She just asked the question: is conditional love permanent? And my thing is, if it's conditional, then
It's
it
not
only lasts
permanent.
as long as the conditions
Yeah,
last,
agree.
right?
Agree.
The acceptable conditions.
Yeah.
So I guess the answer to that is
No.
And if I had to answer, I would tell you all that unconditional love is very permanent.
Yeah.
Because if once I love you,
Unconditional.
unconditional.
Yeah.
Once I love you, it doesn't matter what it is. I love you regardless.
You might be upset with that person, but you still love them. I hate you, motherfucker.
I'll shoot you and I'll love you from the other side. Like, damn, I really loved him, man. That shit. I mean, I wish it didn't go down that way. But,
Yeah.
So I'm not necessarily the right person to ask.
No, I got you.
But some people definitely blend the two together. Yes. They don't know that conditional love is not permanent.
You know what's fucked up about that is that that's actually like a different conversation.
Okay.
No, I'm not excluding it. No, because when you said it, I was like, so what? That's like a whole nother level, because obviously when you don't know the difference, there's things that have happened in your life that have, changed your outlook or influenced, I should say, the way you feel about it.
What are they saying on the live?
Lucian since 85 said, if I cheat and I ain't happy, I'm out. She also said, even the love for your family changes. Well, first of all, you don't know my motherfucking cousin. Well, you do. And I resemble that remark. But no. Realistically speaking, when it comes to unconditional love, I think before we could speak on it, we'd have to kind of define what is conditional and what is unconditional. Because, like, I have some cousins in here. I love them unconditionally. But if they did something to my daughter or my son, then the conditions go out the window. So what are the differences? And if you're talking to 6 or 7 people on the same panel, if you don't differentiate, you're always going to have
different feedbacks.
Yeah. So if you want to know what Mr. No Filter feels, I feel like, yes, unconditional love is permanent.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what they do, you still have a place in your heart for them. Anything outside of that, go fuck yourself. If I'm with a woman and I don't love her unconditionally, because I think I've loved 2 women in my life unconditionally. Where, that's tough to say in front of these guys. But I would have at least listened to what you had to say.
Okay.
That's as far as my conditions go. But if I don't love, if there's no conditions, yeah, I can give a fuck. Like, go ahead, lean in.
How do you know you love someone unconditionally? Because
I can be honest with you.
Some people think they do, but then they don't really.
I can be so honest with you and tell you there's no words to describe it. You just do.
It's a feeling.
I knew that this evening in the parking lot.
What happened?
What? The fuck do you mean?
Yeah.
What are you trying to do?
This is No Filters.
There's no filters. Come on. My ass is small. I have a filter. No, the reason is because not everything's everybody's business.
Of course.
And one of the things people expect is, he says everything. I can hear everybody loud and clear. So everybody thinks that because you can just say whatever, it doesn't matter. No, absolutely. And it's not because of me. Sometimes it's because of the other side. But I will tell you that that's the word love. Unconditional is not the problem. Love. I have no. I have unconditional love. Like I have done some really foul shit in my life, and my mother has never turned her back on me. My mother loves me unconditionally. I don't give a fuck what cup you grab, as long as it don't have no coronavirus or Lyme disease on it. I ain't it. No, but I know. I'm gonna tell you that I got 2 cousins in this room. And I can tell you that I'm not gonna give my the reasons, but I know for a fact they love me unconditionally. Do you understand that? Like being a horrible person, you know what I'm saying? Fuck. Like I've had a fight with my own cousin, and his sister rock with me. Not like rock like you, right? But like, hey, I get it. That's unconditional love. And I think a big part of this conversation is a lot of people have never experienced unconditional love to even speak on it. I have experienced it from different angles. I don't, and I'll be honest with you, brother. I don't know that I've experienced unconditional love. Like, I'm not saying I have or I haven't. I don't want to get anybody mad at me, but I've never. I don't know how much I've felt it from like relationships. But I can say from my family and my friends, I have experienced unconditional love. I have experienced unconditional love with my kids. And if you don't have kids, you don't understand the look on a child's face. You ever see these videos where the child is getting a shot and the first thing they do is look at their parent like, really, you gonna let this happen to me?
I'm not a parent yet, but I'm a godparent, so I can only imagine how, as a parent.
A1's my godfather. but do you understand, like, unconditional love, a big part of unconditional love is understanding what it is first. I know people who have unconditional love for their pets more than the people around them. This dog can shit on their pillow, flip it over and sleep on it.
Well, actually, unconditional love is the vice versa. That pet has unconditional love.
Yeah,
for
because they
its owner.
depend on
I
you.
can testify.
Yeah, they depend on you.
I
They
fucking
depend
Jerome.
on you.
I love you because you're right. No, he's right because unconditional love is not necessarily how much you feel about that, but how much they feel about you.
Yeah, that's true.
Unconditional love is. Would you agree with this? It's a two-way street. It's a revolving door. Should I say like it goes both ways?
Sometimes one.
So wait. So hold on. Sorry. So you corrected me and you said unconditional love was actually the dog.
I didn't correct you.
No, you didn't mean to. Well, okay, you jumped in, and you said that the dog actually has unconditional love for you.
I was just saying that is the perfect example of what it
All right,
is.
I get it, and
I agree with
hold my corner. No, it makes sense. I just want to make sure because
He knows firsthand.
well, I know firsthand.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I was getting unconditional love from this dog before he was there.
But it doesn't go both ways. I don't think it's going.
No, you're right. You're right.
I mean, you would like it to go both ways.
Yeah. No, he's right.
I mean, I would say that at some point that one person is going to love harder than the other person. Not saying that they don't love you just as much.
Some people just love people that don't fucking love them. Period.
So I have this belief, right? That and you're right, but I have a belief like just because somebody's your best friend doesn't mean that you're theirs.
Yeah.
True.
You will confide in somebody with everything, and they'll turn around and go tell their best friend everything.
We talked about that before.
Yes, sir. I do not have a best friend alive right now. I'm being completely honest. My two best friends are dead. I have people I can confide in and trust. The best. First of all, we're too grown. I'm 46 years old. So to use the term best friend is stupid. It really is.
Call them family.
No, we're gonna make signs. Right? No, but seriously. So
I get what you're saying.
you confide in somebody who you say is your best friend. Like, I almost want to have this. It's another conversation. It's getting late. How do you know a person's your best friend?
You can talk to them about anything and not feel judged.
I can talk to you about everything and not feel judged. And I'm not your best friend and you're not mine.
I never said that.
You just said we can talk to everything about everything and not feel judged.
You said, how do you know that the person is your best friend?
Right.
I just said that.
And I said that you and I can do everything that you said that falls into that criteria, but that doesn't mean we're best friends.
I never called you. Never said you were my best friend.
I never said you did, brother. That's not what I said. At no point did I say that. No, you said one of the criteria for being
a best
friends is.
That's what I look at.
Right, but we can do that and we're not best friends.
You have to love
But I would. But I wouldn't be confined if I didn't consider you a family or friend. I'm just trying to. That's what I'm trying to say. Like,
That's not the topic.
But you asked me a motherfucking question.
I did, but you went off of the topic. So what I'm saying, you gotta understand what I'm saying.
I
Is
love you, so don't worry about it.
I love you too,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
you're
yeah.
not my best friend. That's the point we're talking about.
Okay, I got you.
So let me help Aaron out. Aaron, if you want, take some time to think.
Okay.
Thank you.
At least Geronimo knows me. Okay.
We both know you, but you're on the show.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna push you.
That's fine.
Yeah. How do you determine a best friend? Well,
Thank you.
First things first. If that's your best friend, you love that person, right?
Unconditionally, right?
Now, how it determines what makes them your best friend is how much do you love them in comparison to everybody else.
I agree.
So, for me, if I can trust you in my life and trust you with the people that I care about, that is someone that I consider a best friend.
Repeat that.
If I can trust you in my life and the people that I care about in my absence, that's someone I consider a best friend.
Can I ask you something on this show?
Of course.
All those things, do you consider me that?
I do.
So I'm your best friend?
I did.
Hell yeah.
That's why I don't understand what the hell you were talking about earlier, goddammit.
No,
You
I'm not
emotional
arguing.
motherfucker.
No. Let me explain something to you. I have
Huh? Of course you can.
you cannot talk on our show from over there.
Yeah.
That's what you cannot do.
So to answer your question,
You
yes.
did not. Don't acknowledge her anymore. Let her come over here.
Okay, camera people, everybody.
Stick a pin in it. We're not in that fault.
I have a circle, and so yes, so you can have more than one best friend.
That don't make no goddamn sense.
But it don't
I
make,
agree with Jerome.
It don't make no sense to you because that's not your circle. I'm just telling you my circle, how I
The
operate.
key word is best,
There's
which
one.
means which means that there's what's that?
You know who his best friend is. Don't play around. Nah.
But the key is best.
Oh, you fancy, huh?
Right? So when you go to a tournament, there's winners, there's first place, second place, and third place.
Oh gosh, this guy.
Nah, let me go. Let me get
All right. But the best of the best is the person that won and came in first place.
facts.
And that's it.
We celebrate mediocrity too much. So let me ask you something. Do you hold me on the same regard? And you know who I'm talking about when I say
I do.
your brother.
Yeah, I do.
You do?
I talk to you guys just as much.
So you're telling me that you've known me for X amount of time, but you've known him longer, and you hold us in the same position.
I talk to you both about the same situations.
All right.
If you-
I take
if-
that like
if-
no.
if-
I have
if
no
you-
arguments.
If you ask what I talk to you, I talk to him about, and y'all both know the situations.
So how do we know? How do you differentiate who's the best friend if you talk to 2 or 3 people about the same things? And I can tell you this: you do not.
But you gonna tell me? Or
I can, but I'm not gonna tell you on air why.
okay,
Because we're too close for that. But I'm gonna tell you that we don't.
okay.
But how do you differentiate? Like how does that person differentiate? What, like if let's say these 2 women over here,
Okay.
you deal with them, you look at them as both of them your best friends. How do they differentiate when they sit next to each other and they're like, but I don't like how's she so close to him? When I'm like, how do you figure that out? Is there levels to best friends? It's like you're my best friend, but you're my best friend, but you're like my BFF,
Nah, I
but
don't
you're
do
like
that.
my best
I
friend.
don't do that.
First,
So we
second,
all the
and
same?
third place, man.
Nah, I don't have first,
You
second,
think so,
and third.
DJ?
For me, it's all about time. Time and so time is the key thing, but also when you go through different experiences. So different levels of what I go through in my life, different people got different levels of the relationship, how it elevates. So when I was going through a certain point of my life, there were certain people that were part of it. When I was going through another transition, there were certain people. So I can't say that this person, just because I've known you for 30 years, that you're just as much special than this person I've been close with for 5 or 6 years, because there's different transitions through my life that each one of you had a general impact. Yes, ma'am. We have a guest speaker.
I forgot the pads. I have something I want to ask.
But wouldn't the differentiating factor, like I think there are people that come into your life
The
for a
seasonals.
time,
The seasonal people.
but your best friend is usually there through all those times.
Of course.
Right?
Yeah.
So based on what you were just saying to me, those are two different things.
Okay.
Like you were just talking about the people for a season.
Yeah.
Versus the best friend who's
Through all the
So
I agree.
So, in my opinion, if you rock with me right now, like we're best friends, and then I did something that you didn't like, and that shit went out the window, we were never best friends.
I feel like you value our relationship that you want to do some shit like that.
No, shit
Doesn't
happens.
matter.
Shit happens.
Yeah.
And it could be something simple. It could be something drunk. It could be something you didn't even realize you were doing. I think at that point, if it's like, yo, fuck that, like I was never your best friend. We were close, and we don't take away from that. And I hate this fucking term best friend since I'm 46 years old. and that shit, when you have best friends at my age, people start to die. When you have best friends at my age, people start to die. I had learned this not through my experience, but through watching my dad and them, where they moved from Dominica to America, and they used to go back and forth. And when it was time to go back, it was like at one point, I'm like, what am I going back for? All my best friends have died. So, I guess I did not think this topic would be so strong. So, do you feel like? I wouldn't say you feel, because it happens whether you like it or not. What do you think allows people to go from one person to another, saying this was my best friend, but this is mine now? Have you ever done that?
Where it'd be like, this person was once my best friend, now this is
And when I say this, I'm talking about from the bottom all the way up. Like as little kids, I'm not allowed to call his name, but my homie Manuel was my best friend from a little kid, from about 3 all the way up till I left New York. You know what I mean?
Are you guys still close?
And him and I would still talk. We're still close, but I can't say he's my best friend. He is not as close to me as you and I are. He's a childhood. Go ahead, go ahead.
Well, people tend to think that best friends are people that you grew up with. The thing about growing up with people is that you don't even know yourself, right? So how could you determine this person to be your best friend when you don't even know what you like in life, period? You don't know what you like in people, right? That's just somebody that you're familiar with. That's somebody that you know very well. But as you get older and you learn what it is that you like and want in life, then you sort out certain characteristics in people. And if you do find the best friend, then that's where your determination starts. Like you can figure, well, actually this person fits the role of a best friend versus somebody that you grew up with, because people grow up and they grow apart very easily, because when people start to find themselves, you realize that we don't mesh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just because that you're in each other's lives doesn't mean that you're great friends.
The same goals.
It just means you grew up together.
Yeah. I mean that person's bad or not. So I mean, at least for myself, for my childhood friends, there's 8 of us. There's 5 guys and 3 girls that I grew up with. Aaron being one of them. And we still have common goals, common denominators, common relationships. We've all gone different paths. But we still have that same bond. So as a childhood friends versus as an adult, and once you're an adult, you have better idea as far as the people that you can now bring into your life and consider as people that you hold value to versus someone you actually grew up with. I mean, I think it's just two different elements.
I'm not really trying to change the topic, but it came into my head while we were talking. Is it okay? Like, is it cool to fuck with your? I mean, we're using this term "best friend," but is it okay to fuck with your best friend's side piece because they were just a side piece?
No, that's off
Whoa,
limits.
Wait, what do you mean? Yeah.
Your best friend, me
Nah.
and you is partners.
Mm,
You have a thing you just fuck with, like this little thing on the side,
mm.
and you know, let's just say you're in a relationship, you move on for that. Is it okay for me to fuck with? We're best
It's
friends.
because oh, and I could only speak for myself.
Yes, sir.
Of course.
Right. It's if that person wants to fuck with you and you want to fuck with them, it is what it is. It's not something that I would do though. If I was in your
position, yeah.
Right.
So I'm gonna add on to what DJ Dramano said. At the end of the day, DJ Geronimo.
Thank
Excuse
you.
me. I apologize.
Nah, you're fine.
So at the end of the day, like my circle of friends, family, they know that if I'm in a relationship and you're in a relationship with someone else, you just don't cross that boundary.
I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Everyone put me on the
I'm
spot.
gonna put you.
You asked
I'm
for
gonna
it.
light your fucking chair on fire right now. So answer this question:
Mhm.
Who's your best friend?
Who's my best friend? I mean, there's quite a few of them.
Man, fuck all this few of them. There's only one.
You can't tell me
There's
I gotta
a
have
there's
one.
a there's
You
a
can't tell
there's
me I
a
have one.
first place, and then everything else is second, third, fourth, and fifth. Who is in the number one spot?
So if you're gonna say who I go to first, and then second, third, I'll go in that order.
Yeah.
But you can't tell me that I can't have a best friend.
Okay, fine. You could have a million, but who's in the first
Hey, yo,
spot?
can I tell you this? Can I tell you this?
Yeah.
I we don't. You can have people. You cannot tell me that you have 3 best friends that are all the exact same. I don't believe that because I'll tell you this.
Y'all can tell me what.
Hold on, let me give you an example before you go, because I know when you go, you're gonna go. Because there's not a best friend around you that stands up to Pretty Lucian.
That's my best friend. That's the first.
Thank
That's
you.
the first person that
This
I go
is the
to.
point that I'm trying to make.
Yeah, that's the first.
Hold
person.
on. Hold on, no. Because you answered my question already, so I'm trying to get somewhere. Right? That's number one.
Of course, she's number one.
Then that's your best friend. That's it.
It's 11:30.
Right now, there's if to satisfy you, my friend.
I gotta get satisfied now.
To satisfy.
I love you guys, but God,
If you want to have a best friend outside of that relationship,
of course.
then that's another best friend, right? But that's your best friend outside of your relationship with your actual best friend.
Of course. That's my partner in crime.
Okay, but then at the end of the day, when you break it down,
So I gotta go from queen to pawns.
right? So with the pawns, you could have as much.
Can I throw out this? When you go from queens to pawns, by the time you're like king, queen, jack, pawns. At that point, we don't stand.
I said pawns because there's quite a few of y'all. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask a question: How much time do you need to have? I won't say spend. How much time do you need to have for a person to become your best friend? Could you go outside right now and meet like Method Man and Redman? Them motherfuckers were on the same label. They were put into a thing, and they became really close. How much time needs to be put into being a best friend?
I mean, it's time. I can't tell you like it's gonna be a week or two, but we have to go through different experiences, like highs and lows, to know that through thick and thin, I know this person's got my back, and just like as I got theirs.
But are you able to find that out in less time than you would with someone else?
I think you can.
I think you can too.
I didn't say
You
that.
know how I know you can?
Yeah.
Because I'll say it on air. Mr. Wasteland, you're one of my best friends. And I have not known you as long as I've known some of the people in this building. And I trust you more than I trust most people.
See, now, how you said it is important.
I know that. Go ahead.
Because you said one of my best friends, but it didn't say that you are my actual
You're absolutely
friend.
correct. Because my two best friends died in 2011, and I don't do the best friend thing. I am my own best
Basically, your
friend.
best friend is dead, and that's it.
That right now, I'm not saying that it can't change.
I get what you're saying, though.
I'm saying that the closest thing to it is my mother, but I don't feel like that's a best friend.
No.
Because your mother loves you unconditionally before you were even here.
Yeah.
But that's the person that I can do that with. And I'm saying that most people also don't lose their best friend a month apart. So for me, it's learning to acclimate and to get out of that situation.
Understand.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to do this. Like, I did it, and it didn't fail once. It failed twice within a month and a half. So I got to figure out how to do this again. But I can tell you this: that if I had to point fingers at who I'm best friends with, in terms of outside of my mother, I would say Mr. Wasteland. After you, I would say DA Bad Boy. And that's not saying that one is above the other.
I agree with you.
Y'all, I'll listen to y'all talk tonight about this in the same level. No, my shit is rooted and real. Because the people around me have watched me do some dumb shit for my people. You know what I mean? I do feel like, and it's hard because of the relationship between my DJ and his woman, but there are reasons why I hold him in a higher regard, because he has had the ability not just to recognize what needs to be said, but he's understood how to say it.
Yeah, he's very articulated.
You're kind of cute too. So, and I go back to what Jerome said, is one of. But when you pinpoint your go-to person, that's when you're doing something. And when your go-to person is your significant other, you have escalated to a level beyond what everybody else is doing, because they don't understand. Hey, let me ask you something. Have you ever been in a situation where your significant other was literally your best friend? Like, I'm not talking about being blinded or ignorant. I'm talking about like they were the right person.
Never.
Oh, wow.
Thank you.
Never. I've only ever had one best friend from the time I was a child up until this day. We're still friends 41 years later.
That's a blessing.
And I can say we don't have the same goals. We have a lot of stuff in common. We don't speak all the time. We can go a year without speaking to each other, but when we pick up the phone,
Like
that gap was never there.
Yeah.
So basically, what she said was she tolerates her, and when we get together, it's good.
That's what's up. So, I mean, I get where both of you guys are coming from, and I get the logistics of it. But when you are in a relationship, your person that you are in a relationship with, that is your best friend first, and then everybody else falls into their role.
Let's take out the word
Not
best.
necessarily.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
She doesn't have to be a best friend.
I was gonna say, let's take out the word best. How do you even determine what a friend is? For instance, there's somebody in this room right now who, whether I like it or not, I have to consider them a friend. I have put up my guards, I've done my thing, but this person has literally always rocked with me as a friend.
Okay.
So what do you consider a friend? What is the criteria for what a friend is? See, listen. See, what y'all wanted us to do was to come on here and talk about sex and fucking, but we actually have shit. I wish the people in here could come on camera, but they choose not to. So, yeah, this shit is real. Like, this is the people that I talk to, like the men that I talk to, in my opinion, y'all dudes are progressive. Like y'all are not in a you're not pigeonholed. You're not caught up in this or that. Like y'all and.
So we got a couple feedbacks right now. So if you won't mind, Miss No Filter. DA Bad Boy. I love you like cook food.
DA Bad Boy said, Taj, I love you like cook food.
Excuse me. Then you got Nadia, which is
hold on, DA Bad Boy, who cooked the food? That's important. Yeah.
Nadia is actually Pretty Lucian's best friend. That's the one that's from Chicago. So definitely big shout out.
That is?
Yeah, man.
I want to sleep with her.
Oh gosh, she's married.
He can watch.
Oh gosh. So that's actually Pretty Lucian's best friend from Chicago. She actually came for her birthday. She was actually supposed to have been here for the proposal party. So big shout out to Nadia.
I was joking. I saw her earlier, and I just really appreciate everybody kind of logging in. You know what I mean? I appreciate our silent partners. You know, Melly Mel. Hi. Hello.
Oh gosh.
No, but no, I was joking, Nadia. Tell your husband he's safe tonight. But yeah, brother.
No, I you made some valid points, so that's all I was acknowledging.
I think the best part of what we do here is the people who having the show don't have to agree and can still move on. And I think also the other part is we're all different people. These two guys on my right and our cameraman is over there. Every one of us is different. We all have opinions, and we when we're done, when this shit is done and we turn this shit off, we pack our shit up, we talk outside for a while, then we go about our business, and there's no love lost. Am I wrong?
We have a relationship outside of this. That's the difference.
Yes, we do. I love you, darling.
Of course we are.
Hell yeah. See what I'm saying? Anybody else?
You got anything else to say, brother? Silent partner, you got anything else to say?
I need you to say something.
Something.
She said, "Don't play with matches."
She will burn your house.
Anyone else? Anyone else?
So let me add on Junction tomorrow night. They're gonna have a live.
2141 West Colonia.
They're gonna have a live performance. They got the band. What's the band name again?
Mix up band like fuck.
Yeah, man. So they got a
Yo.
live performance going on tomorrow.
I don't mean to cut you. These niggas came in and set up their motherfucking drums and everything.
Yeah. So they'll be here starting at what time? What time is they
I'm gonna guess between about 9:45 and 10:15.
Okay. If you can't make it tomorrow, Saturday is $5 Saturdays. If you haven't experienced $5 Saturdays, leave your cameras at home. That's if you don't want to get in trouble, leave your cameras at home.
Yo, DJ Geronimo.
Yep.
When's the next time you played?
The 15th.
15th, March 15th.
What's the
Right
event?
here at the
Mostly
Junction.
soca.
Yeah, man. That's a Sunday event, right?
Mm-hmm.
At what time are we gonna pop in on the Sunday? Matter of fact, when are you on the
anytime
1 and
after-
2s?
9 p.m. is when we start.
Yeah, I'm starting off, so anytime after 10 o'clock.
Okay.
Also, it looks like we're doing a day party on April 15th at the station.
Okay. So I guess that's the new event that we're gonna be.
We'll talk about it some more between then and now
Mm-hmm.
because we like to make our own decisions based on how, you know what I'm saying? But that's what we're shooting for
Okay.
because we got family over there and love is love. Right?
Big shout outs to Rhythm Roots Radio
Tuesday nights,
and Wednesday nights.
Saturday. I fuck everything else. Saturdays at 10 a.m. I'm an advocate.
I cut my grass during that time, so
Yeah, well, when you cut your grass, put on your Bluetooth headphones and listen to Rhythm Roots Radio. Listen to my homie DJ Marlon, Rhythm Master. I ain't gonna lie to you. In my opinion, I'm gonna say Orlando, but I mean Central Florida. I believe that Unruly Saturdays literally changes people's perspective. Like he plays new music, and I am so like I don't have nothing else to say.
We got to get him international. He's still local bound. So DJ Marlon, we're gonna get you international. We also got Hater Dan Sunday from 4 to 6.
Bars Collective.
Bars Collection. So just want to say
Bars Collective. Not collection,
It's
collective.
okay, man. They've been doing that all
I'm sorry. I apologize. My bad. My bad. I love you guys. But you know, I just want to say thank you guys for taking the time to listen to our bullshit. You know, at the end of the day, we know everyone has personal lives. The fact that you guys take the time to sit with us for, you know, almost 3 hours, it's just very it's appreciative. So we couldn't do this without you guys every day. Just want to say thank you.
So, does anybody else have anything else they want to say before we end?
I'm good. Yourself?
Hey DJ, can we get you for a little while?
Absolutely.
All right.
I want to tell you some shit before we get off air, right? It's every week I end the shit the same way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I saw some pictures today of somebody who tried to challenge me.
Oh, what they try? What happened?
What do I normally say?
They try to shit on the Zoom. How they do that?
I have pictures where the motherfucker hit at the place where I work. First of all, they're my hero because I don't know how that happens. But every week, I end the show, and this is what, 30, 37? I've ended the shit the same way, I think, almost everyone. But today, somebody's like, yeah, and they didn't know about the show. They were like, yeah, this shit happened. Watch this. Literally shit. And they were like, yeah, the person shit, and it almost reached the ceiling. I was like, wait, what the fuck? I don't want to see the picture, but can somebody verify? And they verified it. The motherfucker tried to shit on the ceiling.
So he had a deuce that shot upwards?
I wasn't there. Don't know how it happened. But every week, we end the show by saying anybody can piss on the floor. If you want to impress me, you got to shit on the ceiling. And this week, I'm saying somebody tried. Step your game up. Shit higher than the ceiling. All right?
Sky's high.
We good?
Yeah, man.
DJ?
Yep.
I'm going to keep talking till you get on there and spin something.
Yeah.
We good? These no filter t-shirts, right?
Got them for $20.
I don't give a fuck if you don't want one. That's your business. But if you do, $20 ain't nothing, man. That's a beer and a shot. And once you do, man, come on here, man. I like when I see everybody rocking it. We're no behavior. We're no behavior on a regular basis. Am I lying?
No, we got no.
Y'all can't fuck with no behavior. When we touch down,
team no sleep all day long.
Whole place shell. But no filter. No filter is the family. You know what I mean? So if you want one, shout us out. You know what I'm saying?
Instagram. How do they get a hold of us by phone?
The No Filter family on everything, but on the phone. It's 321-234-6658. Repeat that.
I can't.
Right. Can you? Hey, yo, she got a pretty mouth. Anyway. So listen. Last week, I didn't really try desperately, but I knew that our DJ was very important, and I miss him now, so I'm gonna step away. Yes.
I just want to say one more thing.
Yes, sir.
Life is short. If you see somebody in need, if you have the ability to help them, lend a helping hand. You know, the goal is to help everyone out because you never know when somebody's going through a hard time.
I love and thank everybody on the chat rooms, everybody who listened, wherever you did, however you did. We're going to start from the bottom up again and work our way back up.
Yes, sir.
I'm very appreciative of the people who came through tonight. Melly Mel is in here. She traveled far. I don't know what to call them because I don't want to get beat up.
Mrs. Captain, that's what we're going to call her. Mrs. Captain.
How do I say this?
Mrs. Geronimo.
What's the initials for what's the thing for where you come out? Because they are DA bad boy, right? What GT bad girl?
That makes no sense.
I don't know.
Time out. You go on pause.
No, I'm trying to figure out what's a good nickname to give because she comes around on a regular basis.
Mrs. Captain.
And that makes more sense than what I just said.
She's
Mrs. Captain.
What would you like to call her?
I ain't calling her tall. I don't my business. And then my cousin.
Oh gosh, that's
That's how we're gonna go.
Yeah,
so,
man.
So anyway, thank you very much. We talked a lot of shit. My DJ really wants to go.
See you guys this weekend.
Anybody can piss on the floor. If you want to impress me, shit on the ceiling.
Good night.
And fuck you.
Me and my crew go wild out, put on the best and style out. It's the night wild out. I have a circle of best friends, a circle of brethren, yeah. I have a big plan, my hand in your hand is all we need. Today I'm on a mission. I ain't stopping, I made my decision. Today I'm on a mission, and I'm moving full speed ahead. So right now I'll just gather my best friends and them there. All hands put them up in the air. We gonna make some mess in here. We gonna make some mess in here. Gather your best friends and them there. All hands put them up in the air. Everybody circle around. Today we shut it down. We gonna make a mess.